Go chairs.
I know this guy's elite. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Lewis of the Way Your Kicks channel. Sorry we're getting into a little bit of a late start. I have some technical difficulties, but got my man Purple Haze with me. How we doing, bro?
What's up, man? It's Friday Night Lights, man. Purple Haze is in the building,
Yeah.
man. What's going on, chat? What's going on, good people?
Man, how's your
And
week been
great to
going?
tap in with you on another beautiful night.
How's your week been going, bro?
Man, this week's been nuts, man. It's been a lot going on, man, both in sneaker news. There's been a lot going on with me and my schedule. I've been spinning 15 different plates here, man. And hopefully I can go ahead and drop about 8 or 9 of them tonight and get ready for the weekend.
Nah, for real, man. Nah, I 100% hear you, man. It's been a wild week,
Yeah, you
wild
had a
week, man.
crazy busy week too as well. So
Yes, I have, man. Yes, I have. I've been trying to keep my ear to the street. Been trying to, navigate everything that's been going on out here. So, did you been checking the college tournament though?
yeah, man, I've been kind of popping in and out here and there, man. It's been pretty interesting to say the least this season, man. This March Madness has probably been one of the craziest in quite some time, to be honest
It,
with you. From the
to be
upsets all
honest
the way
with
down.
you, I've been hearing more about what's going on with the girls' side than I have the men's.
Yeah, and that's also another first.
Right?
Um,
It's never really been like that, but there's characters now. There's personalities on the women's side to really follow.
man, look, we got villains, we got heroes, man. Everybody's taking sides, man. It's like civil war over here right now.
Villains and heroes. It's funny you bring that up because I was gonna ask you what your take was on. Oh, hold up. I was gonna ask you what your take was, but hold on a second here. Look who's jumping in. What's going on, bro?
Oh, Mr.
What's
Think
going on,
Impossible.
bro? What's going on with you,
I am good. Can y'all hear me okay?
bro?
Yeah,
Don't
loud and clear.
listen. Don't even fret because we literally just kicked this off like 2 minutes ago.
Hey, number one, I appreciate y'all. So yo, shout out to everybody in the comment section. Yo, first I want to say I'm a very punctual person. So today I'm late. So I wanted to see what it felt like, not to be on time. Man, it's an amazing feeling, man. I feel good.
Yo, it's
This is
like
why
Spider Man used to say in the Saturday morning cartoons everybody gets one.
right, right, right. So this is why people don't come to work on time, man. I feel good, man. I'm gonna start being late to my customers. I'm gonna be late everywhere. I'm gonna be late to church.
Listen, the only thing anybody really wants to be late to is their own funeral, bro. That's
Nice.
Hey,
it.
it's sad that I'm gonna put this out there, but no lie, I plan on being late to my funeral by scheduling the wrong day. So everyone's gonna be there on the wrong day. My body
There
won't
we
even be
go.
there.
Fooled you.
Right.
Other than that, though, Mister Thing, how's your week been going, man?
Hey, not bad at all, brother. I can't complain. I don't know if you guys talked about this. You know, Actually, I don't have any family in Colorado outside of my wife and kids. I don't have any family out here primarily. So you guys heard about this earthquake, back east. I don't know if you talked about it already, but
So I was actually going to talk about that, but no, we hadn't. And I actually talked to my boy earlier today who lives in the North Jersey, New York area, and my dad is in South Jersey, and so yeah, it was felt from like New York through Pennsylvania through New Jersey. And they said
Connecticut.
I think it was like was it Connecticut too? I think they said it was like a 4.8 or something like that, right?
All right, now check this out. To all of my conspiracy theory people,
You think they're doing it on purpose, they're testing
n-
something?
watch this. That'll be a whole nother other right there. What you just said. But
Okay.
one of my customers today, she was like, "Yeah, it was a 4.8," and she goes, "Derek, when is this eclipse coming?" I was like, "On the 8th," and she goes, "Right."
Here we go with the
I know,
conspiracy
I know,
numbers.
I
Hey,
know. But I was like, "No, that's on the 8th." So
listen. Besides that, they said okay. So they said that the initial eclipse passed through all these towns with the same name. I forgot what they said it was. Um, because it was supposed to have passed. Like they showed the trajectory of the eclipse that happened not that long ago, and it took this curve, and basically it's supposed to form an X over a certain city here within the United States. And I forget what like the name of it is and all that, but it's a bunch of like biblical theories and stuff going on with
I
that.
think I have to exercise the whole town then, huh?
Man, listen,
It's been like a series of aftershocks since then too. I want to
yeah,
say
I mean, I remember 10 years ago, I was working in Philadelphia at the time, and there was an earthquake that happened like out of DC. And I can remember like I was sitting in the office waiting for a client to come, and all of a sudden I was just like this. Like it's just my whole body just shook. I was like, the hell's going on? Then it happened again, and I'm like, what are the people next to me doing? I got up and walked over, was like, yo, what are you guys doing? And they said, oh, you felt that too? And the next thing you know, they're telling everybody to get out of the buildings. And we're like, what the heck is going on? And so you look down the street and everybody is coming out onto the sidewalks. And then that's when they let us know that there was aftershocks going on from an earthquake.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is nuts. And I just spoke to my mom. See, mom, you're the reason why I was late. So I was on the phone with my mom, and she told me that they actually had another one. It was a 3-point whatever. She said she didn't feel the second one, but other people called her and said they did. So apparently there were 2 today.
Yeah, well, I was on the phone with my boy, and he was at home with his 2 kids. And as I'm talking to him, he's like, oh my goodness, there's another one, because he said the plant in his house started shaking. Yeah. So
let me change cameras real quick. I'm going dark real quick.
No worries. All right, so my bad, and I'll let you get right back to it. I'll let you get right back to it. So on my Facebook, on my Facebook, you know, because everyone's like, hey, family, check in, everybody back east, check in. So I started checking in. I was like, yo, I'm checking in from Colorado. I'm checking in safe. Just to let you know there was some rumbling going on in my house. Come to find out, I was sitting on the toilet, so that was all me. So I'm checking in safe.
Yes.
Hey, that's how you kick off Fridays.
Yes.
But I'm checking in safe. We're all good.
Oh my goodness! You know, it's so funny you bring that up. And look, chat, we're about to get into this conversation. You guys are already starting to go into the chat crazy. So issue happened at my sister's house in Maryland. They had like a huge rainstorm going on, and down in the basement area, she was sending the family group chat pictures of everything like having water all over the place, right? And I'm looking, and I'm like, and I jokingly wrote in there, I said, what kind of dump did you have to take in order to back up your pipe so bad that it's coming up through the carpet?
You see?
It was coming up through the carpet. It wasn't coming out of the actual toilet area. It was coming up through the carpet. I mean, fortunately, she found out it was her water heater that went bad.
Oh, okay,
So,
nice.
Yeah,
Good.
At least it wasn't sewer from the outside. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because we were thinking maybe they got to come through there with jackhammers and do crap, but yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Screw all that, man. But
that is good stuff.
But yeah, before you hopped on, I was talking to Perp, and I said to him, I said, yo, it feels like we have more conversations going on with the women's side than we do the men's side. I would say for the first time ever, almost. Because I remember when like Diana Taurasi was still on in college. There was a lot of talk about them, but I think it's because they had an undefeated season going on, if I'm correct about that. But one of the largest watched games, 12.3 million viewers for Iowa versus LSU. And it was a good game. Iowa ended up winning by 7, but what were your overall thoughts in the game and then the individual players themselves?
All right, so check this out. I'm not even going to lie to you. The last time I was on, I was telling you I wasn't feeling women's basketball, right? I caught clips of this. I've caught glances of it, and it was entertaining. Yes, I said it. It was entertaining. Yeah, you know, some people were complaining about, you know, doubling her up in the whole 9 yards. You know, I saw the complaints, but I was actually entertained by this game. So I'm backpedaling on when I said women's basketball wasn't entertaining for me. It just wasn't. I'm legitimately backpedaling on it.
Listen, there's no reason why you can't backpedal, because most people would agree with you, myself included. But I watched the highlights of this game, and I was just like, I didn't see the game live. I didn't.
Right.
but I watched the highlights of the game and I was just like, wow, like this was pretty good.
I agree. It was dope. It was
Perk?
dope.
Man, I feel like Warner Brothers could not have scripted anything better than what they did with this. You have a main arc, you have a sub arc, you have sub players, you have interchangeable players. The young lady that was covering was it Caitlyn that whole game. I think she came out during a press conference like I'm leaving LSU now after this season. Like it was crazy. Now everybody's like
the blonde girl, I think they put on her,
yeah,
right?
yeah, I heard she
Yeah.
just got crapped on all
Which,
night long.
yeah, you're watching it, and I'm just like, you're not gonna switch defenders?
Yeah, no, they were like,
I'm
no,
like, they didn't switch defenders. She was just behind her the entire game,
Right.
almost.
yeah, she never got leverage. She never could really get a hold of her, and I don't know if it was just that game alone or something leading up to it, but yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the coach left her on an island. Unfortunately, exposed her as a defender. They didn't really change strategy. I mean, listen, they had LSU had the more athletic team, but even through the highlights, you could just tell like the ball movement from Iowa was just ridiculous. And then the other thing too is this game seemed pretty fast paced. Like they had a lot of ball, like I said, a lot of ball movement, a lot of moving parts going on, and not for nothing, Caitlin Clark, she doesn't do a ton of trash talking to any individual player like that. You know what I'm saying? She just goes out and plays her game. Versus that to me, that's the difference with Angela Reese. Like she does a lot of trash talking to a lot of people, even to the point where she told a coach to go watch her mouth. Like,
right.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm
yeah.
like, and
she's gonna be a problem. So I mean, not in a bad way necessarily, but I think she's going to be the shot in the arm that the WNBA needs, along with Caitlyn as well.
I mean, they're comparing her to Draymond Green, bro.
I hope she ain't out there putting people in chokeholds,
I just didn't like. You had a lot of mouth when you were winning, and then you were losing, and then you're crying like, "Yeah, my life is hard." Like, come on now.
I mean, that's most NBA players right now. Think about it.
Yeah, that comes with experience. To be able to shake your opponent's hand and be like, "Good game."
Oh, she shook hands.
No, I know that, but I'm talking about without the extra.
But the extra stuff after the game, I was just like, man, come on.
Oh no, of course. Like I said, it takes experience to be like, hey, good game. Because after the fact, it's easy to be like, well, my knee was bothering me, and so when you don't give that, just be like, hey,
facts.
Good game.
Facts.
You got it.
Real quick, want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat right now who's tuned in, watching.
Yeah,
appreciate you guys once again. Can you believe this is our 7th one in a row now?
Yeah, this is crazy.
This is the 7th one in a row.
That is dope. And thank you guys for holding it down. Yeah.
One more than the Bulls dynasty. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. We approaching Robert Horry numbers.
Right.
All right, so next up here, surprise news coming out of the men's side as Bronny James is apparently declared for the NBA draft. I didn't even know this was happening until maybe like 2 hours ago that he declared. Now, I've tapped into a couple of the games highlight-wise just to see what's going on. He doesn't show any real level of dominance to a game. I mean, he's efficient games. Sees the court well. Maybe has a turnover here and there sometimes. But it seems to me that he's not the attacker that most people would like him to see, or that, his game isn't there, in my opinion, that's going to translate to the NBA that well. I don't know if you guys have had opportunities to really check in on him.
I have.
Okay. So what's your overall opinion then?
Overall opinion, this is just my 2 cents. I think he's going to come out swinging and the NBA is going to teach him a hard lesson. That's
Mm.
that. So I was rooting so hard, and don't get me wrong, he's balling now. But when LaMelo Ball first got in, I was rooting for him hard body, and every shot I was like, "This is the first 2 points." Miss. I think he's going to come out swinging, and he's going to get humbled by
Like
the
Kobe.
NBA.
Like Kobe.
I think he's going to get humbled.
Because remember when Kobe came out, he was like airballing. You know what I mean? Wouldn't pass the ball to certain people.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know?
then did his thing. So I potential, 100% potential is there. NBA level.
You think so? You think that? You
potential.
think so?
Oh yes, potential, yes. But I believe he will come into the league, and I mean, there's going to be some hard lessons like welcome, Junior.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I think Bronny, unlike many players that are fortunate enough to make it to the league, is actually coming in, with a chip on his shoulder, right? And I think to Mr. Think's point, he will definitely come out swinging, but the amount of pressure that will be on him before he even steps foot on the court is going to be insurmountable. And for any less people would completely throw them off their game, at least the first 3 seasons. I mean, he has a lot of things that he is looking to accomplish in his first season alone, right? And I mean, you're coming into the league with a name already, right?
That's true.
Your father is arguably the GOAT of this generation, clearly. And, from a person the size of his father to a person the size of Bronny, he doesn't necessarily have the size of his father. He doesn't have that freakish strength like his father.
Mm-mm.
It's a lot for him to prove, to win a lot of critics over, because he's coming in with people betting against him out the gate, right? So it's going to be an interesting season for him. And I think, to Mr. Thing's point, it's going to be very humbling for him, because much like the NFL, the NBA's pace is so fast. It's such a different pace than what college ball is. And I think he's going to have to get used to that first and foremost, really quick. He's going to have to put them water wings on and get out there in the 30-foot water. And then the other one is he's swimming with the sharks out the gate. So,
well, a lot of it's going to be about what team he goes to.
Well,
Right.
I mean,
a lot of what team you go to has a lot to do with the NBA. See, the NBA is like that, as is like the NFL. I think the NFL is worse in terms of, like, if you don't go to a good team or a good coaching staff like that, you could be out of league within 3 years, right? But then you got undrafted free agents who get put on a good team with a good coaching staff, and next thing you know, they got a Hall of Fame career. So a lot of what happens with him is going to be predicated, in my opinion, on the team he goes to, the people he's surrounded with. Now, obviously, he's got a good family, background and all that, but the coaching staff is going to be very important for where it is he ends up going. I mean, he may end up in the D League. Now, I do also want to point out, it does say that while maintaining his college eligibility, and will also enter the transfer portal. So you can declare for the draft. What does he got to do? Pull out? And then, just go with what the transfer portal wants if he goes that route, or he can just stay in the draft, see what happens, and then, like, I forgot how that rule works now.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure. Are you, Perk?
I can tell you from a college football perspective, college basketball is out of my realm.
Got you. I think they can declare, get a sense of where they would be drafted, but I think there's a deadline to say whether or not they're going to keep their name in the hat. I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
If
I was going to say, what would be your prediction for his career?
If I had a chance, like let's say Bronny was like one of my boys, right? I would try to alleviate a little bit of pressure by saying something like, "Hey, bro, people are going to instantly, because of your name, they're going to instantly start comparing you to your dad, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be like, all you got to do is just play better than Zion when he first came out. That's all you got to do. He's already the biggest upset."
Yeah.
Now,
that would be my homeboy advice.
his game has picked up a little bit. Zion's game has picked up.
Even with the distractions off court.
Yeah. Oh my
Right.
goodness. Your brother.
Right.
Yo.
Oh no, down bad.
These guys need to look themselves in the mirror and ask themselves, would that chick actually be giving him the time of day if he wasn't in the NBA? Be real. Be real with yourself. Like, because that's a money grab for her.
Oh, facts.
That's
But it's
a money
always
grab for her.
easier to assess the situation from the outside looking in than actually being inside the situation yourself, though. Not defending him by any means.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, typically speaking. So, I mean, we look at what's going on with him. We look at what's going on with 2 or 3 other guys right now that are probably in worse situations if that is, in fact, possible, right? So, obviously, they're not looking at their colleagues and saying, oh, well, wait a minute. We saw how he got jammed up. I ain't trying to, They're like, nah, forget it. We jumping in, diving on in. You know, so it's just it's a part of the lifestyle. Unfortunately, Zion has a father, right, that's been around, that's been very active, you know, with his collegiate career, has been very active since he came into the league. But, you know, apparently, you know, that guidance is only going so far, right? Because apparently on the back end, his father was telling him, like, look, man, chill out. But, you know, when you get you start smelling yourself, you get a certain age, 22, 23, like, oh, grown man, you know, and now you have to learn those hard life lessons. And unfortunately, these are hard life lessons. It's going to last you about 18 years and some change, you know, but, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, we'll see what happens with him, man. It's going to be pretty interesting if Bronny ends up stepping foot in the NBA. Man, I mean, as of right now, I don't even know what the records are. Like, who would have? I don't even know if he'd actually be a top 10 pick. I don't know. I don't know if he'd even be a top 10 pick. I mean, do you think he'd find it disrespect if he ended up in like the D League?
I mean, a couple of people had to go to the D League first before they came over. They've had, just like Gary Payton Jr. You know, he went to the D League and he came back and he's doing some very productive things with Golden State. So it's not necessarily a death sentence going to the G League, because you've had some people go to the G League and then come out balling. But, you know, I feel like it's necessary sometimes to go to the G League to be able to get, you know, the school of hard knocks.
Oh yeah, facts.
Right.
But they also say though that his younger brother is probably the better of the two of them.
Yeah, and
that's the other thing. The younger brother's like 6'7".
Yeah,
can shoot better than LeBron too,
and can move fast. He's fast.
Yes, yeah. I'm interested to see what his brother ends up doing.
Yeah,
you know, but let's try to shift this real quick to sneakers, because something here I want to get your guys' opinion on. I don't know if you guys heard of did you guys ever follow wrestling?
When I was
back in the day,
wrestling?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
back in the day. All right, so you guys know who Triple H is then, right?
Oh yeah,
of course.
So Triple H was on the Complex show with I forget the guy's name. I always forget his damn name. In any case, doesn't matter. He said that he feels as though in a way that Travis Scott is actually more important to Jordan Brand right now than Jordan Brand is. Now, to Travis's credit, he came out and said, you know, he's as flattered as I am about what Triple H said. I think Jordan Brand, even separate from me, is big because of the foundation of it all. Now, what do you feel as though Travis Scott's contribution is as far as sneakers is concerned? Like, do you find it super important? Do you just think as though it's a grab just for the younger generation? Like, how are you guys viewing it?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I think that he's definitely a draw for the newer generation. And those, you know, quote unquote hype beasts that are out there. He's definitely a lightning rod for them, for sure. Unequivocally. What he is for the Jordan Brand as a whole, though, comprehensively, is a drop in the bucket. Because number one, you know, from a collaboration standpoint, collabs, they come, they go. They're flashy.
Well, hold on a second now. a drop in the bucket, but he's been doing collabs now with Jordan Brand and Nike for how long? Because prior to the Fragment lows, you still had what was it, 2 different pairs of Air Forces that predates the Fragment lows, do they not?
The mere fact that you threw longevity out there is like blowing my mind right now, because again, it's a scene from one of my favorite movies with Chris Rock, where he's in a boardroom, he's talking to his boss, and he's about to get fired, right? Because he's been off with Kerry Washington, sneaking off, missing meetings, all this stuff. They're in this massive boardroom, and it's like this 25-foot oak table,
Okay.
right? In this conference room, right? He says, look here. He's like, let me show you something. Reaches in his pocket, pulls out a quarter. He was like, guess what? You see that table? That's our company, right? That's our company. You see this quarter? And he puts the quarter on the table. That's your value to this company. That's what the analogy I want to draw for Travis Scott and Jordan Brand. Yes, he's done some very amazing things from a collab, but I mean, from a collaboration standpoint. But Jordan Brand has been strong since what, 87? I mean, come on. And then someone comes along and, they have some really successful collabs during a phase within this 40-plus year span, right?
Okay.
You can't compare the two. You can't compare the two at all. Because in 30 years, are people going to really know who Travis Scott is? Think about it. There may be some within their generation that, that was their grail and that fell within certain aspects, but then they're going to move on to 20, 30 more, collaborations. And then those are going to be the hype beast lightning rods. So you have to really be able to discern the difference between what's hot now versus what has sustainability. I question whether or not the Travis Scott collaboration has sustainability for the next 30 years for us to be talking about it.
I don't think it's a listen, there's always going to be points within a brand's lifespan, right? To where they're obviously going to have to do things to reinvigorate themselves, right? Reinvent themselves to the public.
Absolutely.
Now listen. To me, the only thing that could trump pretty much anything that happens right now would be the unfortunate circumstance when that day comes that Mike passes on. That's when you're going to have a mad dash of people talking about all this stuff with Michael Jordan. There will be no sports-wise bigger event that would have occurred when that day comes. Because now, when you look at what happened with Kobe, that was just out of the blue, out of nowhere, right? That was a tragic accident. Him and his daughter were involved. But you can't deny what it did, though. It put like a hyper focus now on everything Kobe. Did it not?
But that's partitioned example.
Correct. You're right. You're absolutely right. What I'm saying is that name another collab that's going on right now that's as hot as the Travis Scott collabs when it comes with Nike and Jordan Brand.
Well, we have to delineate here. Those are two different questions. You went from a broader question is Travis Scott versus the Jordan Brand as a whole, and now you're being very specific with it.
Well, I'm just really trying to tailor what it is I'm talking about based on what Triple H said. And I don't think he was talking about like it trumps the whole history of Jordan Brand. I think he's saying like right now. It's the right now circumstance of it.
Oh, I agree. 100%.
It's the right now. But when we say right now, we're talking. It's been how long that Travis Scott has been doing collab. It's not like he did it for like 3 years and then we kind of moved on from that. It was a segment in history within sneakers. It's been going on for a while now.
No, absolutely. And
that's what I'm getting at.
Curious when his first collab officially dropped with Nike, because I can't tell you. But he's definitely had longevity within this phase of the game.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And he's been the catalyst for a lot of these other collaborations that have come through from the Balvins and
absolutely
true
raised.
Absolutely.
all the Crenshaws and all the rest of them. He's
Yeah.
he's kept the door open for those because he showed that this model can be successful if executed the right way, right? So I definitely don't want to be mistaken in saying that. Like, he is very critical right now for this phase of the game.
I agree with that.
But do you find it interesting that they actually release at a retail level the Travis Scotts, but for example, they did collaborations with Eminem and they never released those to the public. Those were only like friends and family pairs. Why do you think we never got those?
That's a good question. I was actually having that conversation with someone the other day, and they were just like, they said something very interesting, and I would actually have to reach out to some internal people to get this question answered, which I will. So tune in next Friday for the answer to that question. But they did say this, though. They did say that there were talks to make it a GR, to publicly release it in the beginning. There were some internal conflict, and I don't know how true this is, so don't hold me to this.
Okay, it's fine. Go ahead.
I will
go ahead.
Over the course of next week, though, for next Friday. But there were some internal conflicts with the design team and marketing that they just could not get certain components off the ground on the Nike side of the house. And as a result, it kept getting pushed back further and further and further. It got pushed back almost 8 times. And so at that point, they decided, okay, well, we've got some other projects here that we've been stacking, waiting for this project to get legs and get off the ground. Now we have to wait. So we either continue to push this project back a 6th, 7th time and hold up these other projects, or we push this to the side and let these other projects fly. And they decided to go with the latter of the two. They pushed the Eminem collab to the side to let these other projects push through. And this is where we are right now, which is never released. Now, I will confirm or deny that story come next Friday. You all will have to tune in, chat. No, I'm kidding.
Right. No, you're right.
No, tap in and stay tuned because it's coming.
No, you're absolutely right. All right. So you're not supposed to do this, but I kind of want to answer the question with another question, right?
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
So in regards to what Triple H said, right, his statement, my question would be, if Travis Scott left Nike and the Jordan brand and went elsewhere, will Nike suffer significantly from that happening? That's ultimately my question. And depending on what one's answer is, I think that would kind of answer the other question of, well, yes, Perp, I agree. I agree. He has a huge impact, with the brand. But to say someone's bigger than, it's kind of like, hey, y'all know I'm Travis Scott. If I left Nike and Jordan brand and went elsewhere, everybody's following me and nobody's going to buy Jordans anymore. And if that was the case, then it'd be like, well, he got a point. But I don't see that happening.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I think we're getting off track, because what he said is this, right? In a way, he might be more important to the brand than Michael is right now. I'm not saying that he's keeping Jordan brand afloat, okay? Triple H's statement was he's more important to the brand than Michael is right now. And when you're talking about, listen, and there's some sneakers we're going to talk about today that obviously don't need any type of collaboration. They got a history behind them, and a lot of people have been waiting for these to be released. But when, in terms of being able to help elevate the hype of the brand, would you not say he's very important to that?
Yes. No, I agree. He's very important. Bigger than Mike? No, because once again, I mean, we go crazy over retros. I'm not even talking about a collab. No, right. I'm not saying it's not important, but we go crazy over retros. So if we didn't have a single collab, I'm talking about remove them all. If we didn't have a single collab, once again, it's like, well, is the name Michael Jordan, is the Jordan brand not big enough all by itself to sell sneakers?
Here's what I can't wrap my head around, okay? And just hear me out here. in this room right now, we've got about almost 50 years worth of sneaker experience right now between the three of us.
Okay.
And we are really letting a polarizing comment by someone who wore Doc Martens most of their professional wrestling career talk about what moves the needle in the sneaker world. I can't wrap my head around that.
But listen, he wore them in the ring though, as his
I'm
character.
ring too. What are you talking about?
I'd have to actually watch the episode and see what he bought. And see what he bought at it. I don't even know what he bought from the store, but
but it worked. It got us talking.
You're right. You're right.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Right.
That'd be like Trump coming out saying that his shoes are dominating the market, and we're just like, okay,
right.
Oh.
But there's no no brand with him. I mean, when you think
no, I know. I'm just saying, like that'd be like Trump making some statement, like, excuse me.
He's been practicing that too. That was perfect. But I mean, it's just very interesting to me that he would say that, and I know he knows what he was doing. He did it on purpose.
Oh,
because
Tyler just came through. Look.
Hold on.
He said, "Oh,
hold up. We got our first super chat.
Oh, ever. Let's go.
Oh,
let's go.
Wow.
Tyler coming
All right.
Yo,
here we go. It says, is it possible to compare Travis leaving JB to Yeezy leaving Adidas? Has Adidas been brought? Oh, that is a good point. That is a good point. Adidas has gone in the tank since Yeezy has dropped off the brand. Would you agree? And shout out to my man Tyler with the $20 super chat, bro. Appreciate it.
Shout out Ty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Clutch.
Yeah.
Think about that. That is a good point. I didn't even think about that. Was the effect Yeezy leaving? So that right there is a prime example of a collab that was going on that now is no longer there, that has hurt the brand sales overall. Now the difference is, I'll put this out there. Part of what's going on is the whole controversy over what was said by Ye, right? That's a lot of it. A lot of what some of that is. If Travis Scott and Jordan Brand were to part ways, for their sake, I hope it'd be like just a mutual parting of ways. But like I said, I think it would kill some hype. But I'll let you guys rock with that. What do you think?
I'll let you hop in.
Mine's gonna be really quick. That is a very, very good question, and that was one of the reasons why I asked the question with the question, and then after that I said we're still going crazy over retros, and the reason why I said that was Jordan Brand definitely have other things to fall back on if that collaboration was to go away. My question is, Adidas and Yeezy, boom, Yeezy's gone. What does Adidas fall back on to say, hey, we're good, we still have this? That's our main deal. That's so if we were to remove all collaborations, and say it was just Travis Scott and and that was it. If Travis went away, the question is, hey man, Jordan Brand, Nike Brand, they don't have anything else outside of Travis Scott's or Cactus Jack's. That will be a different story. But like I said, we still go crazy over retro. So they definitely have they definitely have something to fall back on. Speaking of, I'm gonna pause my camera to go grab these trophy rooms. It's in my car.
You got the all right, go ahead, bro.
I gotta piggyback off of Mr. Think. I think that from an overall perspective, right? We're talking about, fiscal revenue, globally and nationally, North America, Canada, US. Nike has been stacked and triple stacked and quadruple stacked all the way through. We're not even talking about the retros. We're not talking about 1s through 12s, which are, that sweet spot. I'm sorry, Lewis. 1 through 13s, that sweet spot, right?
Listen, I'm trying to get me a 14 this year. All right, I'm trying to get me those black toe 14s. Don't listen. Remember, my first pair of J's was a 14.
Oh man.
All right.
So they have depth and breadth in their lineup. Nike does. I mean,
they do. Now I will say this before I let you rock with it. I will say this. All that talk from Kanye didn't stop nobody from buying them foam runners.
That's fact. Well,
right?
well, that's different though, because those foam runners were already on deck while Kanye was there, unlike those 50s.
Correct. But remember, he was still trying to throw shade at the brand because he said that they're selling shoes with my name on them as they're trying to sue me. So it worked when they were trying to drop the 350s. He's like, yeah, I didn't authorize that colorway. Absolutely. That's a fake colorway. But then it got to them foam runners and it got to the slides and people were like, listen, Kanye, we rock with you, but yeah, I'm going to need these real quick.
Those are hot. Right.
A lot of people went ahead and copped them anyway.
Hey, they was like, nah, we support Ye. We ain't copping those. And they're like,
yeah, that's exactly what it was.
They're sitting there like this.
Real quick, if Jenny goes, yes, Yeezy take Travis. I mean, I think Yeezy was more important to Adidas than Travis Scott is to Jordan Brand.
No comparison. No, correct. Number one, Adidas has never had such a polarizing central figure here from a collab ever as they had with Kanye. Right. They probably won't afterwards either, right? I mean, they knew what they were doing when they originally got into bed with Kanye, and they hit a home run at first, right? But eventually they knew that it was going to go south somewhere along the Mason-Dixon line after getting so many, stabs at it, with these different collabos. We're talking about the slides, the foamies, which everyone hated on at first. But then, through a marketing ploy, boom, they took off like hotcakes, and we haven't looked back, much to both of your points, because those foamies kept moving and those kept moving, but true. Again, please think about this though. They were moving because everyone knew that they were on deck when Yeezy was there the first time. Unlike those Gray Plane 350s that came out, which everyone knew after he got on live and called them out. Was like, hey, I didn't authorize that design. Everything else is cool, but you still shouldn't support. But they still did, So
that's true.
It was a very fine line right there to walk for a consumer.
Real quick, got a couple here. Jeannie goes, Jordan makes too many pairs and never selling out, which, listen, to me, that's just the market correcting itself, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's just the market correcting itself. It says, but newer generation is getting away from Jordan Brand. I would agree with some of that to some extent.
But going where?
Now, this next one here, I don't know about that. New Balance and Asics taking the market.
New Balance.
Maybe in running. I mean, Nike's really trying to make a push to get back into the running market because, like Jay, he had a review on those Hokas. Hokas are big movers right now for the running community.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean,
Keys checking in.
Side note on those kicks, those Hokas. I also see them a lot.
I do
like
too.
in the medical field, like people like just standing in them, and like a lot of like in clinics and stuff like that. I see them a lot on feet, like a lot on feet.
Too.
Almost like how they used to always use clogs all the time. I see a lot of those now.
Yeah,
same here. Yep.
I actually see. It's funny. I see more Crocs now than because before it was you'd see like a wave of the Panda Dunks, and now I see more Crocs than anything else.
Quick story about Crocs.
Go ahead, bro.
And I pulled this off the internet somewhere. Have you guys ever seen that movie? Was it Idiocracy? Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, I do.
So they had Crocs in that movie to show how humans were deteriorating mentally and how they were getting slow and kind of moving. Anyway, they had Crocs on feet in that movie to show like how stupid you know, they looked and how dumb people were for wearing them, and ironically, they blew up.
Yeah. Adverse effects. Marketing genius or adverse effect. You take your pick.
Right. It's crazy.
Real quick, we got here. Jordan will always be Jordan. I don't think anyone will ever affect a sneaker brand like Jordan did for Nike. But see, we're not. I think what we all got to understand is we're talking. Jordan is not a collab. He's a signed athlete that they created a branch brand off of.
Yeah, he's
And
a variant.
Yeah. In that retrospect, no, I don't think we'll ever see any athlete be able to attain that level of status as far as sneakers, apparel, just worldwide love. But what we're focusing on is collaborations, and how important a particular individual is to an already established brand. So again, I think my man Tyler hit the nail on the head when he talked about Kanye and him leaving Adidas and how that had a negative effect for Adidas.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
I also agree with I agree with you, Mr. Thing. If Travis ended up leaving Jordan Brand would live on and essentially find somebody else, right?
Absolutely.
Cut one head off the snake, two more grow back.
So as we were talking about Travis, there is something new that's come out now. He's got a collegiate collaboration going on here with I think it's about 18 or 20 different schools. We got UCLA in here. We've got University of Oklahoma, University of Houston, Kentucky, University of Miami, or Miami University rather. I think Cincinnati's in here. Georgia. That's either Georgia or Grambling. That might be Grambling actually.
That was
Grambling, it is.
Grambling
State.
It says it right there. Yeah, Grambling State. I go to University of Miami games. I actually caught both the T-shirts from here. I've seen some of the videos of him going to some of the different schools to help promote the stuff, and obviously, again, like we said, amongst the young people, he's a big draw. But have you guys seen some of this stuff before? Or is this the first time you've actually seen it?
First time for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it when it first dropped. Was it yesterday?
I think it was yesterday, actually. I think it was yesterday. We're talking about it, and then at 1 o'clock it went live. 1 p.m. Eastern, a lot of this went live. So they got University of Alabama here, Florida, Georgia, a bunch. But so here we go again with a Travis Scott collaboration now making its way over into the collegiate sportswear. This doesn't necessarily have anything to do with any particular brand in itself, but what do you think?
I mean, I think I'm always going to say branching out is good, right? Branching out, getting your name out there, getting the marketing to broaden the marketing net. I mean, it makes you more well-rounded, makes you more versatile, right? I mean, there may be some other endeavors that he's looking to do, outside of Nike. It's only going to help grow his brand that much more. Everyone knew him for a rapper, but I mean, I really feel like Jordan Brand kind of took him, to that next, precipice in his career, that next level, and now if he's smart, he will, continue to grow and build and, go on to another level, within. I think this is one of the catalysts of the many different avenues that he has available to him through Jordan Brand, because of now everyone knows who he is. Even if you never listened to rap a day in your life, you know him from sneakers if nothing else, right? So now this kind of helps broaden that net and get him out there to the masses even more.
Real quick, couple comments here, and I'm gonna let you rock with it, Mr. Think. Tyler goes, yeah, no one is wearing Hokas as a casual shoe like people rock Jordans. People wear Hokas for the comfort, not the aesthetics. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Tyler. Down here in South Florida, you see so many of the older Spanish ladies walking around in Hoka shoes, bro. a lot of the Latin community down here in South Florida be walking around in Hokas all day. Now, if you're just focusing on the sneakerhead aspect, yeah, 100%. Yeah, you're not going to see people wearing Hokas aesthetically like that. But there is a segment of people out there wearing them. But Mr. Thing, what you got to say about this this Travis Scott collegiate wear going on?
I think it's dope. Exactly what Perp said. So yeah, I think it's dope. I think it's very smart for him to tap into this market, whether it's through the, obviously it's in the fashion side as well. On the collegiate side, I think it's very smart, and he should just keep it up. And you know what? Regardless of what my personal opinion is, and watch this, it's not like I hate Travis Scott, or it's not like I, any of that stuff, but he does play, he has a major impact, within the sneaker community. I mean, and he does. You take that away from him. The man he plays a major role, within the community, and it's dope. Even if he's only attracting the newer generation or the younger generation, no matter what it is, he's attracting.
Well, I mean, you see some of his sneaker iterations as cleats for football players. A lot of NFL players are wearing Travis Scott inspired cleats too. Baseball players as well. I think the Pittsburgh Pirates, I think one of their athletes, opening day, was wearing a pair of Travis Scott baseball cleats.
Right.
And I believe the jerseys too were Cactus Jack baseball jersey. I think it was the Pirates, Pittsburgh Pirates, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, if I was, hey Travi, all right, I seen you hoop, all right. What did Jordan say? Stop it. Get some help. All right.
So you should have seen the video of him out there trying to catch passes and punts. Oh, it was funny,
bro. I saw.
It was funny.
Jay Balvin. I saw him hoop. Stop it. Get some help, right? Like, take a couple of lessons. Just something. Shout out to J. Cole. J. Cole can actually hoop.
You know what your game look like. You know people out there taking videos and pictures. Stop it. You know better. You know what you're doing.
Okay, so you said Jake. Another hooper out there. Most people wouldn't consider or even realize how big of a hooper he is. But you know who I might be talking about? Movie
Migos.
star.
Movie.
Movie star.
Movie.
He does comedic movies.
Mike Epps?
Oh, he's not black. He's not black.
Matt Rife.
Oh, no. You're not going to say Adam Sandler, are you?
Yes, Adam Sandler.
Oh. Okay.
Adam Sandler.
Okay.
Listen. He may not be the most athletic player out there, but he's efficient.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, I've seen him. Yeah,
I'm not saying he's all world.
No. I get it. Shout out to Adam Sandler. He can hoop. You're right. I'll give him that.
What do you really want to say?
Who, me? No.
Yeah.
Perp. Nah, he can hoop. Look, Adam. Look, I'll hoop you up. That's what I really want to say. I'll hoop him up. I'll hoop up Adam Sandler.
Oh man. All right. So
I thought he was gonna talk about one of the Migo boys. I don't remember which one.
I seen like one of the Migo boys. He can hoop. Chris Brown's another one. He actually can hoop.
Breezy.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, he can actually hoop. I'm trying to think of some others. Oh, there was a there was a video floating around of Jadakiss taking a jump shot at a basketball court, and the shot he took looked somewhat. It was like ugly. But they show the ball, they cut to the ball actually going in the hoop. And I was like, yo, who really shot that ball for Jadakiss? People was trying to flame me in the comments like, oh, Jada can hoop. Just that. I'm like, when the hell Jadakiss is known for playing basketball like that?
Hey, yo, Jada said, Hey, yo, Jada said, top 5 shooter, dead or alive.
Shit.
Because I shoot hot fire.
Because I shoot hot fire.
Oh my god.
Let me ask
No,
Go ahead, go ahead. No, go ahead, bro.
No.
You have a word.
No, I was
You
about
have
to
a
say
word.
I've never seen Jada hoop though. Like I've just never seen.
Me neither.
Now,
That's why
now
I'm like,
when it comes to the calisthenic stuff, he's nasty. I've seen it. Yeah.
listen, as most New Yorkers are, they be doing pull-ups off the traffic lights,
Right. Right.
doing push-ups at stop signs and stuff.
Right. Yep.
All right, so let's get into some of the sneaker stuff. Now, we don't usually talk about this brand a lot, but this is, I feel like, kind of significant. We got my man Joel Embiid signing on with him and Julius Randle actually signing on with Skechers. So these are supposed to be the Embiid silhouette here from Skechers. I'm gonna say this. These look like kids' shoes, in my opinion. They look like kids' shoes. Yeah, I don't see these moving too well, in my opinion. What are your thoughts, though?
I'm so used to all the lights at the bottom lighting up, you know. I can't get past that. do they have the lights? That's all I want to know.
The disrespect's at an all-time high. I'm liking it.
Oh my goodness! He said
gosh.
they have it. I
Yeah,
wonder if I got any other. Here, all right, here's another picture of them right here.
He said, "Light up like them Skechers."
yo, turn off the lights in the arena. All you see is two
Shoot.
lines.
Oh wow! Hold up. So we got a list. Other athletes and celebrities signed the Skechers. So we got Joel Embiid, Julius Randle, Terrence Mann, Harry Kane. I don't even know what is Bayern Munich. Is that, I guess that's soccer? Matt Fitzpatrick, golfer. Tony Romo was with Oh yeah, Snoop Dogg. That's right. Snoop Dogg is with Skechers as well. Forgot about that. Doja Cat and then Sugar Ray Leonard formerly was with them as well.
I could see Tony Romo, Sugar Ray. I could even see Snoop, but I can't see anyone.
Joel Embiid to me looks like a Nike athlete. I'm surprised he's with Skechers.
Well, they threw enough of the bag at him. That's all. That's all that is. Point blank. I didn't even think about it.
I can say that because for Joel Embiid, I honestly think he's a big enough name within the NBA to get a better sneaker than that. So, yeah, I mean, then that right there.
What is it saying? 5-year deal. Doesn't say what the numbers are.
They won't. You'll never see.
Oh, hold up. It says Embiid signed a 5-year deal under
Armour.
Under Armour back in 2018. They gave him the highest paid sneaker endorsement at his position.
Mm-hmm.
He received his first guaranteed shoe with Under Armour in 2020 and became a sneaker free agent at the end of 2022-20. I didn't even know he was with Under Armour.
I did.
Did you? You
did? Yeah.
I don't remember seeing advertisements for that.
Outside of a little sign, if you go into a DSG or anything like that, you wouldn't have.
When you think Under Armour, what athlete comes to mind right away?
Curry.
Well, The Rock.
Either
well, The Rock too. Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah. Well, I was my bad. I was talking about basketball.
No. I just said athlete. I didn't say specific. I just said athlete.
But you're right. The Rock, that big
because
big
there's not a ton of advertisement that was going on for Embiid like that. Not that I remember seeing.
They couldn't afford to do advertising because they threw all the money in the bag to give it to him, to slide him under the table. That's all that was.
You think so?
Oh, you throw so much money at a player, right? Thinking that the name along is going to be a pull with no marketing ploy, no marketing schema, no advertising team.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to, it's a 50-50 shot. You're either going to 50% fall on your face or you're 50% going to succeed. This is going to be one of those latter of the two where it's 50% you fall on your face because you blew all your money on the bag instead of putting a certain percentage of it to the side for marketing to push the actual product and the name attached to it.
Speaking of, this was another interesting one here. So LeVar Ball is claiming that the Puma sneakers that LaMelo's been wearing, as he called them raggedy shoes that Melo be wearing, They're not made for him right, and that's why he keeps tweaking his ankle every single time. Now, I'll say this because I don't recall, based on all the history I've seen surrounding the Jordan 2, when Mike hurt himself wearing those, that was like the reason why those really didn't move the way they did. But in this case here, I mean, I'm not sure of the other athletes that Puma has, but LaMelo's obviously the biggest draw they got. To me, now this is what his dad's saying, not what LaMelo has said. But if LaMelo comes out and starts trash talking the shoes and wants to leave, I mean, it's probably going to be a big blow for Puma in basketball. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Without a doubt. Yeah. Without a doubt.
Let me ask you a question. Okay.
Go ahead.
So, the Big Baller brand, right? Are they still pushing their kicks, or you know what I mean? I know he has a contract with Puma, but are they still
think
like
the middle son? I think wears them. I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure of the other ones whether or not they wear them or not.
Right. Because to me,
100%
you kind of like what we're talking about, fumbling the bag. You know, if LaMelo's not coming out saying this on his own, he's kind of like, yo, Pops, what are you doing?
Yeah, to me that's not good on
yeah, it's not healthy PR.
on their part. Yeah, that's not helping
yeah.
PR whatsoever.
Right.
That's not helping PR whatsoever, man.
Yeah, but the father's proven time after time after time he can't be muzzled.
Right. Big mouth.
That's true. Remember that time he came out and said he could beat Mike, or he beat Mike one-on-one?
Yeah.
Either he said he could beat Mike or that he did beat Mike one-on-one.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I'll take 2 shots of what he's having, sir.
Right. Make it 3 for me.
I mean, Mike was beating dudes in his 40s, smoking cigars and drinking wine every day.
Wow. Yeah, this is wild.
Oh,
he knows how to stay relevant and stay in the media for sure.
Comment here from Ken Norton. Money always talks, but they could have done better on those for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's talking about the Joel Embiid shoes.
Yes.
Yeah. These now it's interesting because remember LaMelo Ball had those like Rick and Morty's. I remember those.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think it's just as of late that he's been having these problems. I think it goes beyond the sneakers, in my opinion, but
we'll never know.
We'll never know. But just remember what dudes was playing with in the 80s, 70s, and 80s.
Right. Yeah, it was like Chuck Taylors in the 50s.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no support.
No, none.
No support. No support. All right, so we were talking about custom sneakers earlier, and there's one that's dropping here that I'm just like, yo. What you think about these Whataburger 3s? You gonna enter to try to win a pair?
I could make those in 45 minutes with $15.
Huh.
Easily. Those Wonder Woman 24s is what I like to call
them.
Yes. So
it should come with a lasso hang tag. That would just seal it for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn, that's not some bad marketing right there, bro.
I mean, not for nothing. Like, because last week you guys weren't here, but we were talking about the fact that I think it was Coors Light had a pair of Jordan 1 mids. I think I posted it to you guys. I sent that link to you guys where Coors Light had a pair of Jordan 1 mids that you could try to win. I mean, now listen, I'm trying to think now, what other brands have teamed up on a shoe? Like food brands. I'm trying to think now. Who else we had?
That's a good question because I know we've had some in the past. I want to say Burger King had a collab out.
Burger King had a sneaker collab?
Unofficial. Man,
now, I know people have made customs before, but this here in particular is Whataburger is actually like backing this.
So how many pairs are gonna release? What, 25? Special edition box.
I don't know. I don't see the details here.
It's gonna be a very small release, I can guarantee you.
Let's see what it says here. Maybe there's. Oh, this is a video. I don't know if I want to play that. Okay.
Yeah, we know sound. You're
It
good.
says a custom pair of Nike 3s could be yours. One random will be sent.
Oh.
Their very own pair of our custom kicks in their size, but hurry, the sweepstakes closes on 4/8. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, so
Again.
Pair
There
one.
it is. That's the third time now. At 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time after the big game. The winner will be notified on Tuesday, 4/9/24 via DM or comment reply from the Whataburger account.
All right. So this is what I would say about that, right? We have Mal. Number one, I've never had it. I've never eaten there, and we have them in Colorado Springs. So maybe it's worth me taking a drive out there to go check it out. So for me personally, I would pass. But watch this, hypothetically speaking, because we do have In-N-Out Burger, and I love In-N-Out. So if In-N-Out came out with a custom shoe or whatever, would I cop it just to go to In-N-Out and flex my shoe? I probably would. But for this, I pass on that.
Said, though, Mr. Think, though, the mere fact that you'd never gone to Whataburger, I can't even say it. We don't have them here in the Midwest. You're actually willing to go and try their product. That right there shows that the marketing employee has worked. That right there is the other half of that 50% I told you about.
I feel on that. And people have told me that the burgers are good. And just to put into perspective, Colorado Springs, from where I'm at, we're talking maybe 55 miles, so we're talking about, depending on how fast I drive, 45-minute drive or so, you know what I mean? So,
you know what the shoe reminds me of? We were just talking about this in like week 3, I think. Remember, what is it? The Mars 3? What is it called?
Oh.
And yeah, you know what I'm talking about? It almost looks just like that, except they took the heel tab off and put the symbol on.
That's right. We're talking about that. Yeah. You remember that?
We
were talking about that.
Mars Red Clay something. I can't remember the name of it though, but it came out last.
The youth pair.
Yes.
Yes.
It was just like that 3, except they just changed the heel tab.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So overall, I don't think it's a bad. Like I said, if you're like a die-hard Whataburger, like, you know what I mean, I could see somebody copping those.
Yeah.
I can see it.
All right, so I got another one for you guys here. Now, what do we think about the Master Splinter joints that are going to be dropping?
Yeah, I'm there for that. I'm sorry.
Let me slide these over here.
That's my childhood right there, man. Yeah, I'm there for that.
A lot of hours.
I got the Ninja Turtle pair, and shout out to my guy Tyler who pointed this out to me. Is that the upper materials on here is made to look like rat hair?
I was about to say that. They should call these the Tekashi 6ix9ines.
Oh,
yo! Oh, my bad.
Not enough color on there. Not enough color on there.
But they kept the toe. Box.
Yeah, they kept the toe the same.
That's dope.
They got the turtle shell on one side. Although I did have a subscriber reach out to me and said that his Ninja Turtle pair did not have the turtle shell on the right shoe.
Oh, that's good.
It had the Adidas on there. I said, "Oh yeah, keep those, bro."
That's why I said that's good. Yeah,
keep those.
Yeah.
You see here, we got the little Ninja Star.
Mm-hmm.
You can see some of that, real hairy suede or whatever. I wonder what the packaging is going to be like for these.
Oh, I'm there for it though.
I wonder what the packaging is going to be like.
Hey, my guess is what's going to be the third one if they're going to make this a series.
It's got to be Shredder.
You got to have a bad guy. Yeah, you got to put a bad guy.
It's got to be Master Shredder.
You got to put a villain.
Shredder with a Krang hang tag.
Ooh.
Let's go.
It's got to be Master. It's got to be Shredder, bro.
You got to put a villain.
It's got to be.
No
Now,
doubt.
I wonder where they're going to put Spikes at.
The Hamato Yoshi 87s. Let's go.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that. You know his name
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
baby.
forgot
Yeah.
that's what his name was.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's dope.
Man,
That is
yeah,
dope.
these are.
That's
Yeah,
a lot of our
man.
childhoods right there. You said that spot on
Yeah,
a lot
but
of us.
what I hope they do though is that they don't just give us the packaging we already got with the first iteration of the Ninja Turtle shoes. Like,
Cookie cutter.
okay, let's now let's move on to another part, right? Give us something else.
Yep.
In
They
there.
should.
Like, you can
They
do
should.
the same style, but let's push a different part of the story.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's dope.
Let's push a different part of the story.
I like how the laces kind of resemble his ragged robe. Like, that's pretty dope too. The amount of detail into this, it seems like they've continued that with this second iteration.
Yeah, that is dope. I see that now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those man, definitely going to be looking at getting those. Another shoe here, silhouette. Now, I wasn't really big on these, but I want to bring it up because, we got a segment of people that aren't necessarily just diehard Nike and Jordan brand, but apparently they're coming back out, right? I didn't realize this. Now, this is the collab, but apparently they're actually returning an entire series of the New Balance 1000s, from my understanding.
What's the
I was
collab?
Well, this is the Joe Freshgood collab. This
Oh,
is
it's
one of two pairs.
Yeah, it's the biggest
Here we
collab.
go. Here's the second pair here.
Yep.
I like that
but
colorway.
apparently they are supposed to be bringing back the actual silhouette beyond this collab itself.
So
This
to put
particular
things-
colorway I like.
Yeah, I like
See
that
some of the
colorway.
packaging here.
Yeah, so Joe Fresh Goods is to New Balance what Travis Scott is the Jordan brand right now, just to put it in a better perspective.
Okay.
Okay. And
I agree with that.
Yeah. I'm digging that
agree with
colorway.
that.
I am digging that colorway right there. That is dope.
Look at some of the inside of the box here. Looks like
Yeah, like spray paint.
Yeah, they got some spray paint tagging in here. I'm not sure the whole backstory as far as
graffiti
this is
tagging.
concerned. When things were pure, the first introduction of the M1000 is a re-release from 1999. Is that the last time
Wow.
they had that silhouette? It was 1999?
Wow.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm not even joking when I say this. If those are comfortable, and I'm sure they are, I'd work on them.
Oh yeah, New Balance,
Yeah.
man. All these, especially with the quote unquote their versions or variations of retros,
Mhm.
man, like walking on air.
Right. Oh yeah, I'd work on those.
Uh-huh. Now, do you think you see a sellout with those? You think you see a sellout coming with that silhouette?
Did you say these were limited?
The Joe Freshgood pairs, I mean,
His collabs always sell out. no
I
matter what.
guess you could say they're
Okay.
limited, right? I mean,
Oh, airbrush. Yeah, Tyler hit that spot on.
yeah, he
Airbrush.
did. He did. All right, so guys, I put out a video earlier talking about Grails, and we found out we got some shoes dropping here in 2025 already. We found out we got the return of the Flu Game 12s.
Therefore,
Now,
So
I don't think anybody here is not here for it. I guess my question is, how hard do you think this shoe is going to be to get?
mega hard. What are you talking about?
You think so?
Like 12s.
You think so?
I don't like 12s. I'm going for it. Hands down. I'm a prime example. I'm there.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So once again, and I don't want to stay on this too long, but once again, you see, this is an example. This is an example of if Travis Scott was to bounce and Nike said, "We're giving you these flu games," we're like, don't want them. I'm going over to I'm telling you, this is an example of that. We'll be like, for real? So this is an example of it. This is an example. I'm here for it too. 100%.
Yep.
100%.
All right, got another one for you guys.
Oh,
Jordan
yeah.
5 Metallics returning in
Yeah.
2025 as well.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, yeah, that's a Mando Copper.
Give me that.
Yep. Give me all that. Yank.
And
Now,
if
which
Jay
one?
was here, he would go, oh,
Oh, that lip. Yes.
I'm telling you, man, he's there. He's in my swimwear.
Now, which one do you think will do better?
Ooh, that's a tough one, man.
The
because
5 or the 12? Me personally, I lean towards the 12.
It's a lot of nostalgia with both, but there's a story with that nostalgia with the 12. Unlike the metallic one.
Yeah.
I think
Now-
those are the differentiator right there.
Now, if it was Black Cat 5s, I think that'd be a different story.
Yeah.
But I will go with the 12s as well.
My
The
man
flu
said I'm
games,
gonna
yeah.
bust my
Yo,
pants.
Tyler,
Yeah.
no Diddy.
No ditty.
Oh man. So okay. So I put out a video talking about like the Grail sneakers, and that's what I was saying. Like a Grail, from my perspective, if I was to just come to you and talk about sneakers, there's one thing. It's one thing to say like, okay, this is a personal Grail for me. I want to cop, but to me, I think a true Grail is a sneaker that I could bring up like the Flu Game 12s, and you guys will go, okay, yeah, I can see that, because you understand there's a backstory, there's history to that shoe, regardless of how you feel about the silhouette, right? Would you agree that to me, what I'm saying is true, or do you look at it a different way?
No, I 100% agree. I mean, you can't deny that. Like, again, we're talking about my childhood, man. I'm sure all three of us did. Like, we watched Jordan play. I watched that game. I watched that series. Like, so to me, it's nothing to even think about. That's my childhood right there. There's so much nostalgia and memories involved in that alone. Come on. To me, it's a no-brainer. Now, you take someone who was born in, say, 1995, they may look at it through different lens and a different type of perspective.
Yeah. I absolutely agree. But to an individual, a Grail can be like, like you said, it can have like some sort of personal nostalgia to it as well, right? Someone can say, hey, somebody passed away and left me these sneakers, and this is a Grail for me.
True.
So
right?
yeah, it can
personal
definitely
Grail.
be a personal Grail. Like, yeah, someone might be like, those are whack. I'm like, nah, not to me. These are, so
versus an overall consensus Grail.
Right.
Is what I'm talking
Oh
about.
yeah.
Like,
right.
Okay, like if you were able to come by a pair of Jordan 180, like 1985 Jordan 1 Chicago's.
Chicago's must cop,
Even
right?
if you don't like Jordan 1s, ain't no way
Correct.
you passing up being able
Correct.
to
I
walk
agree.
home with those.
I agree. Like, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Yeah,
Right?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. Like something that's got to move you emotionally. Like it's got to move the emotional needle. Good, bad, or indifferent. You got to be able to sit there and look at it and go, all right, yeah. That's one of the top level sneakers, non-collab. Because then there's that whole factor, because I talked about that in the video where like a lot of people would love to have a pair of Travis Scott Fragment Lows.
Yeah.
I could see that as being a Grail for somebody. But correct me if I'm wrong, that was the first Travis Scott low, was it not?
Correct.
Fragment. Yep.
So then you got, there's a little bit of the history factor to it. Same thing with like the
don't say it.
What?
SB4! The first of its kind, folks.
The
I agree.
first,
That's
and
why
it
I said
seems to
don't.
be,
That's why I said don't say it.
and it seems to be the only of its kind
Hey,
We're not-
congrats,
as of right
congrats,
now.
fam. Congrats, fam. I'm
Appreciate
legitimately happy for you. Yeah, man. I'm happy for
Appreciate
you.
it. Appreciate
Alright.
it. Look, your
That's
pair
dope.
will come, bro.
Yes.
Oh, it
Your
will.
pair
It
will
will.
come, man. Your
It
pair
will.
will come.
Put
You
it out
were
there.
smart. You were smart not to pay $800 for them.
No,
You were
830.
smart.
you
830.
would have hated yourself for that afterwards. Trust me.
Right.
Like, it's so, I don't know, man. It can be so subjective sometimes, the amount of money someone will pay for a sneaker, right? Like, when you think about the SB4s, you go $830. Like, absolutely, regardless of what the market is saying, it's just kind of like $800 for those. Like,
But like you're
nah.
saying, if that's someone's grail, which you know, of course they'll do it because they do it for way more, you know. So, but I'm just being patient, you know. And I was like,
Yeah, I mean,
830.
you were trying
You
to
wasn't
trade
trying
what?
to sell that sneaker, sir. You ain't fooling me.
Now
You asked
you
Sneaky
had
Con to draw people to your table. Get out of here.
you had the Travis Scott Phantoms on you, did you not?
Yes, I sure did.
Did people offer to buy them off you?
They sure did.
What were they offering you?
500 to 550. I told this one cat 580, and at that particular time, I want to say resale was going for like 611. So the other cat that told me 550, he was like, "Come on, you know, I gotta leave some space for me to make something off of them, you know." So
See?
550 was my highest.
See, he didn't want them to wear. He wanted them to turn around and sell them too. Like,
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. He was a reseller, and he told me he was. Yeah, yep. Yep, I had him on
now,
me,
what'd
and
you get
I
them
also
for?
had him authenticated 140,
Oh,
150.
you paid retail.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay,
oh yeah,
yeah. So it would
oh
have
yeah,
been a big come up for you,
oh yeah. That's a
regardless.
come up all day. No, all right. After tax, it was like 160 something. I'm gonna pull it up right now.
I mean, regardless, you paid retail.
Oh
But
yeah,
this is what I was saying to you guys is that a lot of resellers will have heat at their table just to draw your attention and have no real intention of actually selling those sneakers, which is
right.
why they won't budge off those prices. They'd rather have that shoe sit so it attracts the people over to their table rather than actually negotiate to sell that shoe.
100%.
And they're more
Yep.
liable. They're more liable to sell that shoe to another reseller than they are to sell it to you.
Yep. I don't know if you can the
Oh, I see
zoom.
it. I
Yeah,
see it.
there you go.
I said, hold on. Let's hold it up. We'll
Ooh,
put you
that's
on the
beautiful.
solo layout. There we
That
go.
is
Look
beautiful.
at that. Retail cop.
160.13 after taxes, shipping.
Oh, you got
Whatever.
a size 7?
It's a size
What'd you get
7.
them for?
Oh,
Did you?
that's what I hit on. Oh yeah, I went for
Oh,
my
so
size.
you went for your size and it wasn't available, and then you went for those.
I went back and copped a 7. Yep.
Oh, it was a Leo drop?
Yep.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I was like, hey, better than nothing. So I'm definitely ready to sell them because, like I said, I can't use them. Yep.
I feel you on that. Well, I mean, listen, I would hold on to them. In my opinion, I feel like the right situation will come for you in terms of being able to sell them.
For sure.
But
For sure. I'm not tripping.
but
And I told you I had them authenticated, right? Obviously, I got them from Nike, but just because, you know,
Yeah.
just to check out the process. Yeah. I had eBay check them out.
All right, so world's first look apparently on Ama Manier 3s. What are your opinions?
I'm gonna need you to blow that up because this is my first time
Oh,
seeing
go
it.
ahead. Here we go.
What are those slippers?
Well,
Those are little plush slippers you get in the mall?
we have the Master Splinter rat hair.
Right.
The leather quality looks very dope, right?
The leather quality reminds me of
Super
Black
comfortable.
Cement 3 leather.
Black Cement 3s. Yep. I
That's
can see
exactly what that reminds me of.
Yo.
Now, go ahead.
that. No, go ahead, bro.
I was going to say, because you know how some of the Ama Manier sneakers are supposed to pay homage to some of the OGs out there. For example, like the 12s, the black and burgundy 12s. That's why on the inside of the lid they show the picture of Mike for the flu game. All right, now I don't know if these would end up paying homage to the black cement 3s, but it's possible.
Hey,
right?
Hey fam, I didn't do a review on these yet, so I have a couple of kicks that came in. And since we were talking about quality like QC, I want to show you all this real quick. If you can give me the full screen.
Hold on, I'm gonna give you the full screen. There you go.
If you can give me full screen.
I
So
wish I had a drum roll for you too.
so these mugs came in, right?
Oh yeah.
Right? You
Yes,
see the
sir.
quality on that, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Watch this. It's gonna blow your mind because I'll make a video. So you see right here, you see this tumble right here?
Yes.
You see that?
Yeah.
Right? Now watch this. Same sneaker.
Ooh, it's like two different. Wow.
Yeah, so it's two different panels of leather. I mean, you could tell just by the way it's stitched together. It's different.
Do you see that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
that is crazy.
So
you
so
make a unicorn.
so you talked about the panel. You see, look, panel.
Yep.
Now look. What is
Yep.
that?
Panel.
Just one panel. Isn't that sick?
No, it's two. It's two. Three
Wait,
actually. Three.
So
you count
three
the
on the
bottom.
inside, two on the outside.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, on the same sneaker. So don't get me wrong. The also
How's the suede nubuck?
the leather, the elephant print
Mm-hmm.
is trash. Well, when I say trash, it's not consistent. So you see this one, and then take a look here.
Oh, clearly QC issues. Yeah.
You see that?
Yep, like night and day.
Yeah. I just wanted to show that real quick because I was like, woo.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but is that not how the Jordan 3 pairs used to be when they originally dropped?
Are you talking about the elephant print, or you just
I'm
in
talking
in
about,
general?
yeah, I'm talking about original when they dropped and Mike was playing in them. From my
Good
understanding, the
question.
elephant print was just all over the place as far as consistency was concerned.
You got an old pair there, Pre?
You got a pair there from pre 1990.
No, unfortunately, I do
See
not.
that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Is a
right.
pair from that from when they released then.
Yeah, because they were doing everything from a hand stitched palette back
Yeah.
then. You know, so. But nowadays, these QC issues are out of control with these elephant prints. I mean, and no one has come up with a really good solution for it either. Luckily for me, my threes from last year, I was able to have them in hand and inspect the elephant print first just to make sure, like, and actually I have no issues with the elephant print on mine, but a lot of people do with theirs. It has almost kind of like the same effect you just showed with those Glow 3s, where it's real heavy on one and real faint on the second one. It's just
Right.
like, yeah.
Right. Yep.
We also
But
got to
yeah.
look here at the Columbias. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Oh no. You good. I was gonna say those Armands. I mean, the quality on it looks dope. But what do you think about the colorway, Perp?
I love the colorway.
Do you? Okay.
I do because I'm a huge
Yeah.
Jay, that's for you, baby. But I'm a huge fan. And believe it or not, people are like 50-50. The Alma 4s that came out in 22? A lot of people weren't feeling it. I was loving it. That violet ore color. You know, it's giving me.
What about you, Lewis? I'm not saying I don't like it, but I see sail, gray, black, then that violet. I'm not saying I don't like it.
It's definitely throwing me off. It's throwing me
different.
off. I based on the original pictures that we saw, I was feeling the black pair more than the white pair. the white and burgundy pair that they had mock-ups on.
Mhm.
Okay.
But now seeing these, I don't know, man. These ain't better than the original threes. I'll tell you that. These don't look better to me than the original Omni Air threes.
But it's giving you the same type of vibes though, because it's the same layout when you think about it, just minus the white. Minus the white and the heel tab. I mean, never mind. The threes have that nappy suede at the top of the ankle collar right there. If you can look where they replaced it with
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
The other thing too is there's sail and white to the midsole.
The sail and the
it's like two tones.
And the nappy nubuck, the shaggy nubuck, is giving me 3 vibes all day. Like for the other ones. But the color's off. The color is really off now I'm looking at it.
The color's off as far as the
as far as the threes go, and
the violet.
Yeah, the violet ore color is off. I would love to see what the finalized product is looking like, because that can't be it.
Well, listen, there was a little controversy because this page and Sneaker Files was thinking that this here, the Columbia 11s, like there's something wasn't correct about these, but they actually, he admitted in his video, he goes, yeah, we talked about it and it actually is legit. Like what you're saying is a legit product. Like even as the Columbia's here, I mean,
is that leather or mesh? Is it leather?
I can't tell. I cannot tell from here.
Okay.
If that's leather or mesh. I could be leather.
It looks like leather to me
it looks like leather. It does.
Okay.
It looks like leather.
Those are dope.
They are. But again, I think this is part of the reason why the powder blue 9s aren't doing that well this year, is because you got too many of these similar colorways dropping. And not only that, you dropped them without the 2-3 on the back, which I understand it's the original, but when you show both shoes together, the 2-3 on the back looks better.
Yeah. Yeah. And Perp, didn't you mention that the now I'm thinking about those Almas again. Didn't you mention that the according to fashion, the color was purple this year? Wasn't that like the fashion color?
Mm-hmm.
Was it purple or green?
No, I thought it was purple.
Last year.
The green was actually, I thought it was purple because purple is the color of like royalty and stuff like that. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how it turns out. I think we definitely need to see like some real official images. That looks like out the factory type of image there. You know what I mean?
Like walled up in somebody's trunk for the last 3 months.
Right.
That is not a sample.
right. Was this an on foot?
Right.
I wore these for 3 months. Check these out.
Every day.
Right. I slept in them, everything. Showered in them.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, snap.
So I want to ask you guys, because now it's being reported about the million pairs with the 4s. The military blue 4s. Now that's supposed to be double the amount of pairs we got with the reimagined breads. Some people think the 4s might sit around.
I don't see it. What about you, Perp? I don't see it. And check this out. That's in conjunction to me already seeing that people are like, oh yeah, this is the double. This is a triple up. So you're gonna have people hogging.
That's true. I think Jay the Sneaker Guy's got a video out already on them.
Yeah,
so I checked it out a little bit.
And don't be confused. 1 million is not a lot of pairs. It's not.
Right.
No, by any means. It's still going to be a super hard cop.
So how many pairs were you able to actually walk away with, Perp?
Of the 4s?
On the 4s, the bread 4s. 3. How many pairs were you able to? I touched 3. Okay. Now, with the right footwork in hand, you got to be able to touch at least 1.
But fam, remember, remember, there were people that still couldn't cop on those 4s.
Mm-hmm.
But what did they think? But what did they? Some of that is true, but some of them also were lazy in the way they moved to get the shoe.
I would agree with that.
That's fair.
Some of them were.
That is fair.
Now,
that is fair.
I'm not talking about those who thought they had their pair secure at like a Dick's Sporting Goods and then they got screwed over.
Right,
I'm not talking about the people who were able to secure one pair from like Finish Line and then they got screwed over because they canceled their order. You know what I mean? Like, to me, you had your W, but circumstances basically took it away from you, which sucks, right? But I think everybody who puts in some type of work should be able to touch at least one pair, more so than they were able on the Bread Force. That's what I'm saying.
I can see that.
It's still gonna be hard, no matter
I
how
can
you
see
slice
that.
it. You know, and although even with them dropping a DSG, right? You know, you still have to put in for work to even, do that, to get that, because people were catching L's even at DSG. Much like what you just referenced, with them coming out with too early lists and they had to scrub that list, then they had to start all over and then get to the back of the line. I mean, it was bad. It was bad, but it's still going to be now. I think the real true question that a lot of people are asking is the rockability, the wearability. What is easier to wear, the Reimagined 4s versus the Military Blues? And of course, to me, is hands down the Reimagined 4s.
Black. Yeah.
All day goes with everything. It's a lot harder to rock those Military Blues as opposed to the Reimagined 4s. Think about it. You can rock those with anything. That blue and white, color schema. You gotta move within certain boundaries, with that particular sneaker, and that's what throws some people off. And to me, that's
within certain boundaries. What do you mean, like, because why?
Just the colorway.
Colorway. He's just talking about colorway.
That blue, that royal blue color, and the white. Like white goes with anything, but then you throw a blue in there, you start limiting your options with what you can really rock with it. As opposed to a black sneaker, you can rock anything with it.
All right. So, all right. Lewis, peep this. What you're wearing right now, Herb, what you're wearing right now, what I'm wearing right now, we can put on the remastered, right? Whatever they want to call them. We can put on those breads right now with every one of our outfits, even with your gold that you have.
Facts.
That's true.
Right now, all of us, right now.
That's true.
Can you do it with the Military Blues right now?
Right now.
I know I can't.
Nah, with what I got on, nah, I couldn't. It would definitely look off. It would.
Very good point, Mr. Think. Thank you very much.
So, okay, I see it. I see that aspect. I think, but see, turn around. Look what you guys have. Both of you have blue and white sneakers, just like I got.
Yeah, but I
would say those corporate airships are going to be harder to style with than Military Blue 4s.
Oh, you can't.
That. No. Yeah, he's right.
I see he's trolling us. Mr. Think, he's trolling us. You see what he's doing? Oh, we almost fell for it too.
We got a question that came up here in the chat. What do you think of reps? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I personally think reps are unnecessary in 2024. There's so many great shoes sitting on the shelves right now that are to be had that, just be patient. You'll be paying way under retail for the shoes. You know what I mean? And it's a retail pair. Like, why not? Like, I understood people's argument when it was so hard to touch a GR like it was during 2020.
Yeah.
We're talking a GR. And people were like, you know what? I'm tired I can't even get a regular GR shoe that's got no prestige to it, nothing. They're being bought up by bots. they're reselling them for $100, $200 over.
Above.
You know what I'm saying? And you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna go and get the rep. And I was like, I see where you're coming from, but you don't need to get reps now. For what? It's almost a way. It's a way larger waste of money now, in my opinion. If you're just patient, you can get a lot of hot sneakers for pretty much the same cost, if not lower, than reps. That's my take on it, Mr.
Yeah.
Think.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I mean, I don't buy reps. I don't rock them. I don't buy them. I don't even do like real versus fake videos because I don't even have reps, on hand.
Mm-hmm.
But I was talking to somebody. I got a haircut yesterday, and I was talking to somebody, in the shop about him, and he was an older gentleman, and he had that old school mentality. I ain't paying no $100 for no sneaker. So he told me he rocks reps and that's his thing. And I was like, I hear you. Not my thing, that's yours. So, if somebody do have that mentality of, I ain't about to spend no $180 for no Jordan 1s, and if that's your thing, if that's where you move, cool. That's not what I do, right? And then watch this on top of it, because I don't know, because I don't have any. I wonder if outside of it being a replica sneaker, as far as like whatever, I don't know the comfort level of reps neither, and I like my comfort. I take care of my feet. So, but that part I can't speak on because I don't have any. So I don't know if reps feel the same. So.
Perp.
I mean, I feel like, hey, wear what you want to wear. Like, I'm never gonna knock someone for wearing reps. I mean, that's what you do. That's what you. I have a problem though, however, with people that will rock reps like they're the real thing. That's what I have a problem with.
Well,
like,
okay, so hold on a second. when you wear your sneakers though,
you gotta.
What are you supposed
have
to
a shirt.
do? Wear a sign that says, "Yeah, by the way, these shirts are fake."
yo, he gotta have a shirt that says these are reps. Like,
yeah,
like
every time you step, fake. Hey,
the bottoms light up like Skechers. No, but I mean, like you'll go like to different sneaker, festivals and things like that, and you'll see people like, wait a minute, this don't come out for another like 4 or 5 months. Like how'd you get them? And then you look and the stitching's off or the color's off, and then
okay, but hold on a second now. So now I'm gonna play devil's advocate because Mr. Think just showed us a retail pair of shoes. And look how off they looked between the left and the right pair.
Oh, very true. Very true.
Right. And then also another issue I believe we have in the sneaker community is the clout is also part of the legit check. I think that's also a huge problem. Is depending on your level of clout leads to how much scrutiny your sneakers are going to have as far as legit checking is concerned.
I mean, nowadays reps are made better than actual real.
Yeah.
Sneakers. So, but there are also different levels of reps as well. You have the cheap bottom feeder reps where the stitching's off, the color's off,
the panda buy.
Yeah, right. And then you have the mid level. Then you have the high level. The high level is always going to be better. I mean, they're going to be flawless.
What you got, Mr. Think? What you got, bro?
This is at SneakerCon. I talked about this in the video. So I had to zoom in. On it.
It's all right. You on the big screen.
There we go.
Can you see him?
I see him. Those are the canaries.
They're like hobbit feet. My precious.
My precious. They were like this big on him. And I was like, I was like, and I honestly couldn't tell, I didn't say nothing, but I saw him and I was like,
but see, I saw them a couple months ago. Someone had a pair and it said on the inside sample pair.
Right. Now, you know, I do know someone who works at Nike and he does get sample pairs. You know, so that I understand. That I actually understand. I do.
So, let me get back to this site here. So this guy here, he actually, he sells them early. He gets
There's
them
a few
early
people
and
that do
sells them
actually.
early.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a few
right?
people who do.
Right? He posts a lot of times on his site and sells a lot of these shoes early.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's somebody who I've purchased from who sells early as well.
real
Have you
quick,
guys heard of Bird Kicks?
hold on, real
BYRD.
quick,
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick. Pablo Baca, yo, what's up, fellas? Appreciate the chat. What's going on with you, bro?
What
Thanks
up,
for tapping
Pablo?
in with us.
Pop, what up?
Thank you for tapping in.
Yeah, there's a guy here.
Hold up.
Oh, yep,
Burrs
yep.
Kicks. Yep, I heard about him.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of early.
Yep.
Hey, he better send you some money for that shout out too, bro.
There we go. Give me my money.
100%.
I had my foamies, my gray foam runners. These right here. I had these back in October.
Okay.
You know,
Early.
from a very reputable guy here, and actually, there's some very well-known YouTubers that he supplies with theirs as well for their early looks. So, you know, the guy's battle tested, tried and true. You know, all of his stuff is legit. But when I saw these, I was like, yeah, this is like right before Halloween. I got these from him. So, yeah.
So I've gotten early pairs from like the one place I've gotten a couple consistently was Chicago Emporium.
Yep.
Gotten early pairs from them. I did get an early pair from Fine Line 1721, one of my Bred 4s. Probably won't do that again. Not because they weren't real, but that shipping was just
horrible, huh?
Terrible.
Yeah. And people are there saying, yeah, he's not the best when it comes to customer service.
Right.
And I was just like, all right.
I wanted to add one thing on to what Perp had mentioned, right? Just talk about the reps really quick. I don't have a problem with you rocking anything. You know, if you got a fake Gucci bag or whatever belt, whatever, you know, whatever it is, that's you, do you, you know, rock what you like, all that good stuff. My only problem will be when it's time for you to sell it, if you try to pass it off as the real deal. That's literally my only, but outside of that, if for personal use and whatever, hey, do your thing. It's all good. It's all good. But the moment you try to pass it off and sell it, you know, as legit, that's when it becomes an issue for me personally.
Now, Perp, you said that you hate when they try to wear them as real.
No. I said pass them off like they're
pass them off as real. Now, pass them off when they're trying to sell them, or when they got them on feet.
No. I'm talking about strictly like at sneaker festivals, things like that. They're trying to flip them. They're trying to flip them and make an actual.
So selling fakes. I mean, listen, that's a federal offense.
Yeah.
To sell counterfeit goods.
You know, like
although I don't know how they get away with it like they do up in New York City, bro.
Are you talking about like Chinatown? Oh man, that's been going on since the beginning of time.
Man. Listen, that's
the beginning of time.
For some of you out there that have never been to New York City, I'm not talking to you guys on the chat. I'm telling you now, below the street, there's places and they will take you below the street, and you will be in awe of the product that they have available down there to buy. Like, it is just, it's ridiculous. And a lot of New Yorkers buy from them. A lot, especially the women. The fake handbag market is way bigger than sneakers. Way bigger than sneakers. What was that movie, The House of Gucci? Was that was the movie, or was that a series? I believe it was a series, and there's a part in there, I think Al Pacino's in it, right? And there's a part in there where they are looking at a bunch of counterfeit bags. And the guy was explaining in there about how big of a market that actually is. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot, like some people. I mean, some of the characters were getting mad or something like that. But the one guy explained, he goes, "What does it matter if your suburban housewife is walking around with the fake ones? Like, because I think in the show, and I got to go back and look and correct me if I'm wrong. Because I think they were talking about somehow having some type of investment in that side of the business, even though it technically went against their own brand.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we as sneakerheads, we look at like fake sneakers. I mean, listen, look at the fake Rolexes
I was
out
just
there.
about to talk about that.
Fake Rolexes. That's a huge market.
Right. Oh yeah.
Huge market out there.
But,
let me add on to the East Coast.
Go ahead, bro. Take the floor.
Quick. When it comes to New York in particular, remember it's a very high tourist attraction as well. Very high tourist attraction. So you have some people that legitimately don't know that it's a fake. Like in their mind, when someone comes up to you, and New Yorkers are fast talkers, man. They're gonna talk real fast. What do you guys? I mean, I got tickets to the Knicks game. I got Broadway shows. We got Nets tickets. Baseball, Yankees. What do you want? What do you like? Tennis? And you're like, oh yeah, let me get 2 tennis tickets, and those tickets aren't gonna work when you go to the event, bro. Right? So, but people don't know that. You know what I mean? When someone opens up their jacket and they got Rolexes, talking about I got $300 Rolexes. Bro,
remember those old pictures you see people open up their trench coat and they just got
like,
stuff in there?
You know, they what you got, man? I got knives, I got cell phones, you know what I mean? I got iPhones.
Flashback.
100%.
You know, and it's kind of like, it's like, come on, man. All right, how about this, man? I don't mind having something for the time. Let me get that $20 Rolex. But you know, for you to turn around and be like, man, you're not gonna believe it, man. I got this Rolex for $350 and it's a $3,500 watch. Okay, all right, buddy. You know, like it's not a real Rolex, man. They're like, it's not. It's like, no, it didn't fall off the back of the truck for you. All right.
And like, and for your Rolex to be authenticated, they use one of those little eye magnifiers, and they really can get in there and look at some of the like little inner components to tell you whether, to the naked eye, you probably can't tell, but well,
back in the day,
who deals in Rolexes.
The second hand, it doesn't tick. It just goes around in a one big.
Oh, really?
The fakes, they tick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
A real Rolex, it doesn't do that. It just like that. So
now, is it true that with the Rolexes, like I think I don't want to say motion activated, but that keeps them going?
Kinetic energy?
Yeah.
Some of them.
Or is that a different brand?
No. There's some, but then the majority of them are battery run though.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to have a Citizen watch, and it had that kinetic deal, you know, to it.
Yeah, gotcha. The little Geiger in the inside of it on the back,
where
you shake your wrist like
the movement. Yep, the movement charges. Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So real quick before we go ahead and close out, I wanted to ask you guys, with I believe 2025 is the 40-year anniversary of the Jordan 1.
Mm-hmm.
Will Nike actually be smart and capture the moment, or you think they're going to drop the ball?
Hopefully they give us a Travis Scott.
Did you too? Hey, full circle, baby. Full circle.
Full circle, right?
I would hope so. I would hope they would really, you know what I would love for them to capstone? I would love for them to capstone these right here, the lost and found story that they started so eloquently with. I would love for them to end it in a clock strikes midnight type of fashion to capstone.
So restock.
No, not a restock, but I'm just saying with whatever they're planning. Like I would love for it to be a story that ties into the lost and found that brings us back up to a full circle moment. You know, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you to take that same level of layering and storytelling that you started with these are Chicago ones. My lost and founds are up there, but just for visual sake. And just bring it back home. Bring us back home now. You started us out so well, and it's been bumpy and choppy along the way. I don't think there's no argument about that. But now
Right.
bring us back home now. Capstone us off, send us off properly now. You know, whatever that may be, I have no clue. But I would prefer to have that same layered level of storytelling behind it, whatever it would be.
Now, what was the day that Jordan 1 actually debuted?
Was it 86? No, 87.
So let me see here. November 17th, 19. So the Air Jordan 1 was first produced for Michael Jordan on November 17th, 1984.
84. Okay.
Yes. And released to the public on April 1st, 1985.
85.
Yeah.
And guess what the retail was on?
That was the year we won the Super Bowl.
Guess what the retail was on that?
125.
Psh, divide that by 2.
80. Ah, I love it. I love it. Was it 60?
$64.99, bro.
That's a beautiful thing.
$64.99.
Richard, just imagine back in that day, like, I ain't spending no $64 on no sneaker.
A lot of money.
Listen,
Right.
Listen, if a Jordan sneaker costs $64 today, they call that thing a super brick.
What matter of fact, I think gas was almost 64, 67 cents a gallon back in 1985. There's a Die Hard. Remember the original Die Hard movie, the first Die Hard movie?
Yes. Yes.
There's a scene where they're at a BP, a British Petroleum, and you look up and you see gas was like 87 cents.
Man, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
Could you imagine?
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, from my perspective, I hope that they do something smart. I hope that they do, because I feel like a lot of times Jordan Brand has the opportunity to do something and they just don't do it. Like, I believe it was it last year or the year before was like the anniversary of the Jordan 7. Like it was supposed to be a milestone year for the Jordan 7, and we didn't really get much of anything. They usually don't celebrate the silhouettes like that a lot of times. And I don't understand why they kind of glaze over their own milestones.
Not living up to that motto above my head, huh? Not just doing it, huh?
Just do it, right?
Just do it. Just do it.
Right.
Give us what we want. Give us what we've been asking for.
Yeah, I think with what we're seeing right now, flu game 12s, metallic 5s. I mean, it looks like they're just going into their OG bag again for 2025, which is crazy now. It's April, and we're already seeing what's coming out next year.
So just imagine what leaks we're going to get in October, November, December.
Which I think it kind of taints it, doesn't it, a little bit? Doesn't it kind of taint the surprise to have all this stuff?
Prime the pump. Let's go.
I like that.
But you still haven't even got, like, come October, we're getting into the holidays, and that's when we're going to start seeing the reimagined Black Toes. That's when we're going to see the Black Cement 3s. That's when we're going to start seeing Fear 4s. You know, they're going to start dropping a lot of bangers in that time. And so you got those bangers dropping, and then it's like, oh, but look what 2025 is doing. Look at 2025. It's like, you know, you kind of got the girl in front of you, but then you keep looking around to, yeah, but I see that one over there too, right? Like, that's what it kind of seems like.
I think it's not like Nike's opening up their kimono and showing us the whole lineup for 25, right? I think in order to gain interest and get momentum in the market to stimulate spending and spending habits and spending trends, you have to begin dropping little Easter eggs early on in the previous year in order for people to then start putting in their mind, okay, I know XYZ is coming out so far, so I got to start, putting a little bread aside right now and just kind of.
But it's April.
but you have to keep in mind.
4 months into the new year.
We're 4 months into the new year in a very weak economy where people don't have the money that they had 4 years ago. So now they need extended time in order to continue to build that bread up in order to dump it into Nike's bucket.
Listen,
come next year.
The time machine is needed to back up to be able to save the money.
Facts.
But yeah, I mean, listen, you're 100% right as far as the economy is concerned and the way pricing is. I don't want to, this conversation could drag out a very long time if we started talking about those things. But those are very real situations that are going on out here. And let me tell you, I was talking to my fiance about some of these houses I was seeing down in like the Miami area, and these things look like shacks.
Mm-hmm.
Shacks. And some of them they're wanting $500,000 for it. And I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. And then some of the places they were asking for as rental properties and what they were trying to charge for rent, I said, absolutely not. Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Inflation is ridiculous right now, especially in the housing market. And then the interest rates are no better.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're slowly going to start declining, the Fed say, but even after they go down to say, let's just say 2 marginal price points, it's still going to be hard, to comp, because guess what? House prices versus interest rates are just like a seesaw effect, right? If interest rates are high, house prices are going to go down. If house prices are higher, interest rates go down to offset. There always has to be an offset. So right now we're looking at stupid interest rates. We're talking about the average interest rate on the low end is what, 6%, 6.5.
That's a lot.
I thought it was like 7.
Now on the low end,
That's what I'm saying. On the low end, I thought it was like close to 7.
7's more toward median. Okay. I'm hearing about interest rates that are going up there as much as 9%. Which is crazy. Imagine that.
Nuts.
Have to start
absolutely nuts.
Have to start what?
Have to start stripping again.
Again? Wait, hold on. You stopped?
No. Hey, the economy, PPP.
Hey, you gotta get Jay to start teaching you that lip trouble.
I know.
Right.
I know.
Right. Right. He's got to teach all of us. Teach all of us. Quick question. Did you guys touch the Tyson fight? Did you guys touch that?
Oh, thank you for bringing that up.
Glad you brought that up.
Because when is that fight?
June, right?
Because I knew we had some time to talk about it, but past 2 weeks I kept forgetting about that damn thing. Yeah, Tyson versus
July 20th.
Mike Tyson. First off, bro, some of the video I seen of my man Mike training. Versus Jake Paul. There we go.
Hands down. Come on. We all really know what it really is with that. Even in his age now, I would still not even set one toe in the ring with Tyson.
Same. I don't want no part of that.
Bro, I saw some of his training videos. Them things look crazy. Menacing.
Yes.
Menacing. The way he's moving.
He's fast as heck. Like, geez.
Well, you know what, Perp? Let's backtrack that a little bit.
Go ahead.
I mean, if you're gonna throw a couple of mil at me for me to take a body shot by Mike Tyson, I don't mind a broken rib or two. All right.
A collapse. What's a collapsed lung between millions?
What's a collapsed lung?
Hey, you better than me because shoot, he cracked one of my ribs, man.
I mean, look at your boy. What is he? 57.
That's crazy.
57.
And still has his speed and power.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
He's like, don't let that gray fool you.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people are saying. Like, man, I wish I could find like a little clip of him training. Don't even matter. For those of you out there who need to see it, go look up my man Mike Tyson in his training because it's menacing to watch it. He's still got the bob. He's still got that bob and weave going on.
Yep. He's a monster. Did any of you guys watch that fight with him and Roy Jones Jr.? Did any of y'all watch that?
Yeah, I saw it.
When Tyson and Roy Jones?
Yeah.
I remember. I don't remember watching it.
I've seen it. Well, what was your thought on that, Perp? Real quick.
I think, why did Roy even get to the ring? Number one.
So
he wasn't prepared. He was not prepared, and his training regimen leading up to it was not what it usually was, which I don't understand why he did not take that fight as seriously as he should have.
Because they thought it was going to be an exhibition fight.
And that's where I'm going with it. And Roy Jones is like, look, we're gonna put on a show for the people. We're gonna get out there, you know what I mean? You know, behind the back.
A couple jab, yeah.
So he put on a show, and then Mike Tyson was like, I'm here to fight.
Yeah. He don't have no other mode.
Yeah.
He don't have a chill. Mike ain't got no chill. So I'm wondering, like, watch this. Shout out to Jake Paul, because I've had this discussion with one of my friends. The man can box, right? I mean, he can fight, he can box. For a YouTuber to go, you see what I'm saying? So, but watch this. If Jake Paul lays Mike Tyson out, I'm gonna scream fake from the top of the mountain, bro. I'm screaming. I'm screaming fake. Like,
say, boo this man.
I don't see.
Imagine if he stretches Mike Tyson like how you did Nate Robinson, bro.
Oh my God.
But see, here's the difference, though. Look who you just named, Nate Robinson, basketball player. I mean, the closest thing to a boxer he had was who was that one MMA fighter he went against?
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name. He was the closest thing to a boxer I believe he actually fought. Is that correct?
No, that's facts. He hasn't
fought a pure boxer yet.
Not to mention the caliber of Mike Tyson, for God's sake. I feel like you got to crawl before you can walk. He just went from being born to running. Like the confidence that he's displaying right now is exuding his skill level when it comes to that versus Tyson.
Correct. And you saw what Mike said. He feels like he did an interview with Joe Rogan when he started training again, and like the intensity in his eyes was just like,
yeah.
Joe Rogan said he had to get a wider table because he thought he was going to come across the table after him.
And
Joe Rogan can fight.
Correct, he can. And I really hope that's not just publicity and fight hype. I really I'm telling you, if I see Mike going there and get handled, I'm going to question all of it.
I'm going to question that whole thing because I'm going to
question all of it. Right? Don't get me wrong, dude. We're talking about fighting. There's no doubt about it. Perp, Lewis, all of us. Any one of us can catch anyone on the chin the right way and tag them. It's possible. It's a fight.
How many rounds is it?
It's 8 rounds? 7, 8 rounds?
Yeah, I know it's supposed to be a short fight.
Yeah, it's not a it's not 12, nowhere near 12. I want to say it's half that for extra.
Yeah, I don't think if they tried to go to 12, he would get Mike on a pure fact of stamina.
At this particular point, I honestly think if they had a don't punch in the face clause, Mike would go out there and give him body shots and tear his body apart.
Absolutely. I
mean,
don't even got to punch in the face.
But to me, I think that would actually play into Jake Paul's favor because you're handicapping Mike.
Oh, because of
no, of course,
you're handicapping him.
Of course.
You're handicapping Mike from being able to display the listen, to take a punch to the face from Mike Tyson. A body shot's one thing.
Talk about that body bag, Perp.
But a face shot. Go ahead.
You got to think about it, right? Tyson, he's not your typical boxer, right? I mean, that goes without saying, of course. He has fought taller boxers time and time and time again, and he's always displayed the same strategy. Mike gets in tight. He does not allow room for separation, and he eats you apart. He tears the ribs up. He gets you with those body shots. Man, he'll make you lose win just with those body shots. And if he can't get you with those body shots, what's he gonna do, Mr. Think? He's gonna hit you with that uppercut, that type uppercut, and he's gonna slack your jaw back.
But if he can't hit in the face, then what are they gonna do?
So
they're gonna break him apart.
It's going straight to body shots. You can't compare Mike Tyson's strength with that of Jake Paul. Like this, it's incomparable.
But we're not talking about strength. We're talking about if they put a handicap on how they can fight.
Right.
But
if that happens,
is if you can only have body shots, strength and power are going to be key in that fight. Period.
Check this out. I'm gonna question it. I'm gonna question it from the bell ring because I've watched, I grew up, just like Jordan, I grew up watching Tyson. I cried, bro. I cried when my man took that L.
Yeah.
Buster Douglas. I cried, bro. As a kid, I cried. All right, so watch this. Ding, ding, ding. Here goes Mike. Boom, 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 boom. He's walking into you.
He is.
In the very beginning of this fight, if I hear that ding, 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 and Mike goes out there, he's out there doing one of these, I'm gonna be like, yep, I see what's happening. I already see what's happening because that's not Mike's style. I
like, you know what? I'm done.
Exactly. The moment if they get up there and there's a bunch of space between them and Mike's out there, you know what I mean? Just
against smaller fighters, Mike is always closing that gap.
He's gonna close the gap, bro. He's coming in.
Ken Norton goes, if Tyson does not knock him out within 6 rounds, he might have a problem. Tyler came in and goes, look at Tyson and Lennox Lewis fight. Lewis towered over him. That's true. Lennox Lewis is like,
a big boy.
6'4"?
He's 6'8". No, he's
6'8".
No, he might not be that tall. I'm thinking about the Klitschko brothers. Let me look that up.
Okay.
My bad. But Lewis is, yeah.
I know he's up. I know he's 6 something, and Mike's like what, 5'9", 5'10"?
5'10" is what
5'10".
he's listed as. Yep.
I mean, how tall is Jake Paul?
He's like 6'1", 6'2", right?
So what's the tape on it though? Who's got more reach?
Well, Jake Paul, of course.
Well,
He can
be taller
sure.
and have shorter arms.
No, but he's got range. He's got reach.
My bad.
So
Lennox Lewis is 6'5".
6'5".
Okay,
6'5".
I was close then.
Yeah,
so Jake Paul's reach is what?
I'm not sure about but he definitely has reach.
Yeah. And just like what Perp said, Tyson, he's gonna close that quick.
He's got to close it real quick.
He's gonna close it quick.
Okay, so Jake Paul 76 inches, Mike Tyson 71 inches.
Yeah, so
he definitely got the reach over him, no doubt about it.
Yeah. So let me see if I can bring this up real quick.
I can see it already, man. If Tyson comes out to fight, you know what he's gonna do. He's gonna do that little jab step and hit you right in the back. Oh my!
Oh yeah, we know what time it is.
All right, so yeah, here we go. It says Jake Paul's reach 76. So Paul 27 stands at 6'1", has a 76-inch reach, according to ESPN. So 6'1", and then Mike Tyson 71-inch reach.
That's weird because I've seen interviews with Jake Paul and he stated that he was 6'2". So it's interesting to have him at 6'1".
I mean, it's probably like 6'1" and some change.
Yeah.
6'2" with shoes on.
Yeah. Everybody.
You know I mean,
6 here. He'll be 6'6" if he put in those the mischief
right, those
boots.
Oh shoot, the mischief stompers.
Yeah, people been rocking them too. People have been rocking them.
Listen, man.
No, you stump somebody out of nose, man. You cancel Christmas.
Right, you ain't never lie.
So look at this. It says here, DraftKings goes odds makers. Jake Paul minus 360, Mike Tyson plus 300. Odds as of March 8th. It's over a month old, but Mike Tyson's 50. What is he? Here they go. They talked 54. About it too. In Tyson's last exhibition fight, he faced Roy Jones Jr. at Staples Center on November 28, 2020. Tyson, who was then 54, looked aggressive from the outset and stalked Jones, 51, throughout most of the 8 rounds.
Yeah,
because Jones told you in the post-fight interview, he's like, man, I wasn't in my prime shape for this.
Correct.
Mike Tyson said that, or
no? Jones. That was
Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jones. And they were like, so can we see like a rematch, whatever? Jones was like, yeah, I'm good on that. Yeah, he was like, yeah.
Okay.
He's like, nah.
I came on out here to put in a show for the people. Mike came out here to hurt me. I'm good.
Yeah. Hey,
Mike came out here to fight.
What? He was like, look.
That's a vibe, man.
Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, no thanks. But look at those odds, bro. Look at those odds. Imagine what the bag can be if Jake Paul was to lay him out. Imagine if you put a couple of milli up on that and took a dive, fam.
Well, See, to me, okay. Jake Paul, in my opinion, is in somewhat of a lose-lose situation, unless Mike comes out and proves to be a capable fighter at his age. So
Wait,
what I'm
you
saying
think
is
Jake
the
Paul is at a
optics.
lose-lose if he knocks out Mike Tyson?
Yes.
Oh no. Nah, that's
Mike
Mike Tyson.
Tyson's 57. Bro, you knock out a 57-year-old dude, like, come on. They're going to say, well, he's 57 years old. Now,
Yeah, that's Mike Tyson.
I'm not saying they're not going out there dragging his name through the mud, but they're going to say, all right, well, the realest boxer you faced was Mike Tyson at the age of 57.
I don't know. I gotta fight you on that one. Yeah, it's Mike.
But you admitting yourself, though, he ain't fought no other real. This is the first time he's going to fight a pure boxer.
Yeah, but even at 57, it's still Mike Tyson.
100%.
We've seen his training videos. He's got more speed and power than people that are 40 years old out there right now still doing it. I mean, come on now. He's a freak of nature. This is all he knows how to do is terrorize people. And if his mental is on par that night, oh, it's a wrap. Because we already know he's in perfect physical condition right now. His mental is the reason he went down in that Buster Douglas fight. And Mr. Think, you know that. That's the main reason he went down. His mental is on par with his body. Oh, please. I'll put him up against anybody almost.
Yo, let me speak on that real quick because I know there was some other issues with Mike. He wasn't really training too well. He's little.
I think part he lost his trainer too, right?
Substance abuse.
That definitely put him in a bad spot.
He was partying. He was partying really hard, and he wasn't. He wasn't really taking the fight too serious. But I watch this. Remember, during Mike's entire career, here it comes. Imagine going your entire career and never hitting the canvas. Think about what I just said for a second.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time, Custom Auto, you have this guy who's teaching you how to fight, and you've never been taught how to get up off the mat because you've never been there. Think about that for a second. Think about not getting taught on how to get up. So not only Buster Douglas just lay him down on the mat, but his mouthpiece came out. So here Mike is on the floor, and he got his mouthpiece, trying to put his mouthpiece back in with his gloves. And, imagine if someone was to teach you and say, look, if your mouthpiece falls out, don't worry about that. Just get back up. He's never been taught on how to pick himself up off the canvas because he's never been there before. Think about that for a second.
Fernando Vasquez tapping in, say Mike Tyson is still the boss. Ken Norton, we got here. Honestly and truthfully, if Tyson fights like he usually does, he should knock out in 4 rounds. Tyson is Tyson like Jordan is Jordan. But see, we would argue Tyson's one of the greatest. I don't know if we'd argue he is the greatest.
Look, if he was fighting, let's say if Jake Paul was fighting like B-Hop, right? We already saw B-Hop getting literally knocked out the ring. And if he's fighting like Evander Holyfield or George Foreman at his old age, we'll be like, come on, that's George Foreman. The dude's old, But this is still Mike Tyson.
You know what? You make a really good point about that. You do. You make a really good point because you bring up Mike Tyson. There is a sense of fear that you think about when you hear his name. There is a sense of fear when you think about Mike Tyson. You don't really think about that when you hear like Evander Holyfield, Buster Douglas. There's respect.
Absolutely.
For those fighters.
Absolutely.
Respect for those fighters. You hear Mike Tyson, it's like, shit.
You're like, oh, yeah, right. You're still like, oh.
You're like, that's Mike Tyson.
Yeah. And he's still very much so involved. Like, you see there's countless videos of Mike Tyson still training other people. I mean, he's very active within the boxing community.
Now him training himself, like he's got that look in his eye like that.
Yeah, like a welcome back. Yeah.
Now, do you think some of this too is in our minds because of what we've seen with like the Rocky movies, because technically this is like one of those Rocky movies. There was one where Rocky Balboa came out of retirement to fight I forget the actual I see his face and I can't remember his name.
Talking about Tommy Gunn?
No, not that one. That was 5. There was like a later one where he came the black dude that he fought.
Oh, I know you're talking about. I can't.
Man.
I see his face.
I see his face and I can't think of him. Fights out of retirement. What movie was that one? I think that was it was called Rocky Balboa. That was the one in 2006 where he came. Who did he fight? Damn, I'm looking at the guy right now. His name was oh man. Somebody in the comments knows.
You say you're looking at him? Can you share the screen? You see the face?
Yeah, I'm about to share the screen right now. Let me see here. Oh wait, it's not sharing? Hold up, my bad.
No, not yet.
Is it Tarvish? Tar something.
Tarver?
I think it was Tarver.
Antonio? It wasn't that Antonio Tarver? If that's the name?
Yeah, it has to be Antonio Tarver. I think that's who that was.
Antonio Tarver.
I think that's who that was. This one. His character was named Dixon. His character was Mason Dixon in the movie. But Mason I want to say that was Antonio Tarver.
Antonio Tarver. Yep, Tarver.
Regardless, same situation though. Antonio Tarver was like the main guy. No, not Mr. T. Not Mr. T. Kendor. That was that's Rocky 3. Not Apollo Creed. That was Rocky 1 and 2. Talking about a later version. I got the video up right here. The picture up here.
Yep. That's Antonio Tarver for sure.
That's Antonio Tarver.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So in this particular movie, he was retired for a certain amount of time. And that's what it was. So ESPN was using like these analytics to make these virtual fights. And it showed in there that I think it showed in there that Rocky Balboa would have beaten him. And that's how that was like the whole premise of the movie, was he started calling him out and all this other kind of stuff, because I remember like he used Apollo Creed's trainers to train him to go back into this fight, because they were talking about how like he's got arthritis and all these other kind of things. I remember they were using like anchor chains or whatever to train with in this movie. Yeah, this thing was wild. That was wild, that one. But yeah, he came out of retirement to fight, and it showed. I think in the movie it ended up as a draw, basically. But you know, it wasn't about him winning. It was just about him gaining the respect of still being able to fight, even though he hadn't fought in so long.
Right.
So, but this one here, look, I want to see Mike win. I don't care. I want to see Mike win.
Hey, Perp, I think your mic's muted.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I think we all do. We all want to see him win.
I want to see Mike win, and I want to see him not be held back. Let him go.
You want to know what? I will come out and say this. I will have a greater respect for Jake Paul if Mike let loose and cannot handle Jake Paul. I would have a deeper respect for him. Sure enough, I'd be like, you know what? I'm giving the man his props. The man can fight. And I'm not talking about even if he lays Mike out. I'm just talking about if he can get in the ring and we see Mike Tyson doing his thing, and Jake Paul is eating these shots or whatever the case is, I'd be like, salute to Jake for stepping in that ring and handling this.
I mean, I salute him now for even setting this up.
Absolutely, 100%, 100%. Because we know there's a purse, right? There's a heavy purse, attached to this. A heavy purse.
The social media purse alone is going to be wild.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Let alone what they're getting paid to actually do this fight.
Right. But if they get in there and really fight, I will be very impressed.
If they get in there and allow them to actually fight,
I would be very impressed.
That would me too. I'd be impressed too.
Right. Regardless of the outcome, I will be impressed. Yeah. That would be dope. That would be dope.
Because you go in there and you see like why is he like pulling his punch back from hitting him in the face and all? I'm like, oh, this thing's rigged.
Well, you know what? We just talked about it. What we say? July, where we at? July, was it July 20th? What's the date?
Yeah, I think you said July 20th or something.
Let's do this, fellas.
Pay-per-view is gonna be off the chain.
Is it pay-per-view?
It's Netflix, right? I thought it was Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
I thought.
It's definitely about to be a mega payday.
Oh my lord, they put it on Netflix.
Let's look that up. I thought, but fellas, July 20th is a Saturday. We can go live. We can stream and.
Yes.
I'm just saying. You know, even if it's just us on camera and we're watching
Tyler confirmed it. It's Netflix.
It is Netflix.
Hey, it's some scratch. It's some scratch out there. Then if Netflix is in it.
Hey, mark your calendars right now. We're gonna be streaming live during that fight.
Yes.
There we go, bro.
Let's go ahead and go live.
Oh man.
Let's go ahead and do it.
Oh man.
Let's go ahead and do it because I'm gonna be very excited for that. Netflix it is.
There we go. That'd be dope.
Yeah,
that'd be dope. We'd be able to do that. Oh hell yeah!
There could be some millions out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna come. Listen, I'm gonna set my TV up right in here, so I can watch that damn thing. Oh yeah! Yeah, man. Listen, that 100%. That's a great idea, bro.
Let's do it.
100%. That's a great idea. Great idea. Shoot. Speaking of great ideas, I need you guys' help as to how I'm gonna do a giveaway on this pair of Air Force Ones. So let me little backstory here, and then we're gonna close out. All right, now I was at a sneaker brunch. What was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, week before last. And they had a bunch of like raffles going on, and it was just random prizes, right? And one of the prizes ended up being crispy pair of Air Force Ones. Now this in particular is a size, what are these? Size 10. These are a size 10. I can't fit them, obviously. Dead stock. Never been on anybody's feet.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to do a giveaway with them. Now, I did a giveaway before, and I did that wheel picker. I plan on maybe using that again because a lot of people really enjoyed that. It was kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess as far as the parameters to get in there, what do you guys think? To be eligible for it.
For starters, if you take a Sharpie and write Utopia on there, you turn it into Travis Scott's.
The the gold joints.
No, you turn it into Travis Scott's if you write Utopia.
If I get the gold pen.
Yeah. So now instantly, you have Travis Scott's.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that to nobody.
Scribble. I got the pens.
Shoot.
I'll overnight one to you.
Yeah, you guys will have to help me out, man. How I'm gonna do this as far as pulling, you know what I'm saying? Get people in there. And don't forget, they're talking about reducing manufacturing of the Air Force One. So at some point they may be a little hard to come by.
Not happy to hear that right now.
Right. Customizable as heck.
Yeah, that's the what I use them for is customizations. I
Hmm.
do not want to hear that right
You
now.
Right.
better start buying some up now.
Right, start
And
buying.
don't they still have? I haven't done it. I haven't done it in a while, but on the Nike app, don't they still have like the design by you, and you can still
Yes,
Nike
for
by you.
dunks,
No,
Nike
no,
by you?
dunk highs, dunk lows, Air Forces, Sabrina ones.
You did those?
yep.
Dope,
Nice.
dope.
And when I
Yep,
tell you the leather quality on these is
dope.
sick, and it's a
Mm,
leather tongue,
Yes,
mm,
crazy.
yes.
Crazy.
Yeah,
mm.
I got a dunk by you like purple pair that I did.
Hmm.
Yeah, the quality is
Oh
sick,
yeah, and people were complaining about them being 150, but I'm like,
but
look at the
that
quality you're
quality is
getting.
worth it. Yeah.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely. That's dope.
yeah.
Tyler said he'll be there. He'll be here.
Hey,
That's what's up.
hey,
That's what's up,
listen.
Tyler.
Here we
Yeah,
go. My
we'll
man
make it
Ken
happen.
said, "I'll watch with y'all." Here we go.
Salute,
There we
Ken.
go.
Look, we
Salute,
gonna have a
Ken.
lot. Listen, we need this. We when we get closer to July, we're gonna start really putting that out there that we're gonna be
Promote it.
going live during that. Yeah, we gotta
That's
promote
dope.
that.
That is
Hell
dope.
yeah, we gotta promote that.
That is
Hell
dope.
yeah, that would be dope. Matter of fact, see if we can get like some other people to tap in with us too on YouTube.
I like that.
Mhm.
Hell yeah, we have like a whole panel going on during that fight. That would be dope. So, hell yeah. Anything before we close out, gentlemen?
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, we definitely forget to call to action. We be so deep in this conversation, we always forget our call to actions. But yes, 100%. Like, share, subscribe. Purple Haze, when you dropping your channel, bro? When's the debut?
Ooh.
Oh, ooh. Fight
Ooh.
night. Ah,
Ooh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
Fight night.
Boy.
Fight night.
What's the thing? What you got, bro?
You put this on the list, so if we can cover this, I mean, within 2 minutes, so we don't
What's up?
we
What did
don't
I
feel it.
miss? I missed
The
something?
very, very bottom, because my son opened the door,
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
"Hey, yo, Dad." He literally, I had to mute my mic just to talk to him. So if we can just give it 2 minutes,
Yeah.
just 2 minutes.
All right.
Just
So
two.
you're talking about Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Drake. Go ahead, bro.
Have you heard the J. Cole's album? Have you listened to it yet?
I heard that he came back with some 7 minutes something that was his diss back to Kendrick Lamar. I haven't heard the verse yet, but I'm seeing mixed reviews, mainly that maybe it was kind of weak.
All right. So, Perp, have you heard anything? The response? Okay. I'm giving it to J. Cole. I think for J. Cole, his response was like, for me, it was a teaser, and it was a tough teaser. So that's
Okay.
so if people are saying it's weak, I think J. Cole pulled some punches, but I think J. Cole clap back was very appropriate and
I'm
good.
gonna have to go listen to it for real now.
Yes,
So,
yes.
so
I
real
think it was
quick.
called "I Might Delete This." There's a whole album.
So hold on. Why did Kendrick Lamar say what he said? Because from my understanding, he said, F the big three, it's just big me. Like what J. Cole and Drake said, I felt like they were giving him a compliment. And his response was like he was spitting fire at him. I don't understand it. Is there something I'm missing?
That's a really good question. Let me put it this way. Back in the day, I used to hang out with some NBA players, right?
Okay.
And whenever I was around every player, it didn't matter if it was Kenyon Martin, J.R. Smith, right? Marcus Camby, Melo, AI. It didn't matter who it was. In their minds, they're number one. Do that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Kenyon Martin was never saying, well, Melo's the man, so just give the ball to Melo. At the end of the day, everyone's saying, give me the ball, right? So in everyone's mind, especially when it comes to egos, like everyone's number one in their own mind. Like if you took the worst player in the NBA right now, statistically speaking, whoever that is, their mama's gonna be like, my boy's the best player in the league, right? So I,
Okay.
I think psychologically, you really have to really have that mindset. Like I'm the best. I'm the best. Now on that level,
Okay.
I don't really foresee, like honestly, I don't really foresee Drake or any one of these people who's at the top going to be like, well, J. Cole's better than I am. I people will not say that. They're not going to admit that. So it's almost like you have a job to do, right? Like I'm the best at in my craft and in my field. They got a job to do.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes there are certain swim lanes that you have to kind of go into, even as a rapper, right? Like for example, like there are different tiers of rappers, right? You have, the tier of J. Cole, you have the tier of Kendrick Lamar, and the tier of Drake. Three completely different styles, right? But one thing that none of the three are what Eminem is, and that's a battle hardened battle rapper, right? Like he does this. Like he has eaten battle rappers are made from a completely different type of material than the rest of these other rappers. I mean, they're meant for stamina, they're meant to take damage, but they're meant to give it back 3 times fold. Drake is he's over his head with this. To put him in the likes of a J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar being just an incredible lyricist. J. Cole, well, I mean, J. Cole goes without saying. Like most of Drake's, best hits have been ghostwritten. Like he didn't even write his own stuff.
That's in the comments, actually. Your average sneaker guy said Drake might want to sit this one out.
Right.
Yo, see, Keith, what up, bro?
Hold on, real quick. Let me run through. Big Keith 41 goes. What up? What's going on with you, Big Keith?
You know who Keith is? That's Mr. Rub Your Nipples. You know who that is.
What?
You know who Big Keith is. That's my guy right there.
Yeah.
Secret guy, Team Cole.
A couple weeks ago, you told us about
Drake might want to sit this one out. What else we got here? Every secret guy goes. I'm not like that for real, dude. Went after boy band groups and he ain't really battled with nobody.
Oh, you got to do your history on that one. Look him up. Your average sneaker. Yeah. Look up who he's gone up against and who he's eaten, and then come back and then we'll talk about it next week.
Now, Kanye said he ate all 3 of them. But did you heard that comment?
Yeah,
he said he ate all 3 because they asked Kanye about it.
Of course, but you remember what I told you? Like he's supposed to say that. Like he is. He's supposed to say that. And if they ask Nas is gonna say the same thing. And if you ask Jay-Z, he's gonna
or whoever.
They're supposed to.
Rakim.
Who did y'all think was the winner, that Nas and Jay-Z?
Yo, I'm biased. I'm biased on that, man. Come on, man. I'm from Queens, bro. Come on.
I love because you got to go for Nas, man. Come on, yeah. But
Queens cat.
See, look, I thought Nas's ether was just
it's unparalleled
when you listen to it.
It's unparalleled.
When you listen to it, it's like it's got so much vitriol.
Like he was on one that day.
Hey, chat.
Oh yeah.
Who do y'all say, chat? Nas or Jay-Z? I'm curious. Nas or Jay-Z? Let me see what chat say.
Look, if you go hits, it's Jay-Z. But if you go lyrics wise, I mean, listen, Jay-Z got lyrics, but Nas beat him. Nas beat him.
Especially if you go back to the nasty Nas era. Oh, you can't.
Oh, your average. Yo, he said Jay won overall.
Oh,
nah, I'm Team Nas on that one. I'm Team Nas.
But see, Jay dropped 2 songs. He dropped the initial diss, then Ether came out, then he had a response to Ether. But Nas didn't come back with anything else because it was just like Ether was just so.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was all he needed.
Yeah.
Have you guys? I hope you didn't miss this. Nas, check out a song by Nas. It's called "The Last Real N-Word Alive." Have y'all heard of that song?
No.
Oh, I'll send it. I'll send it into the group, and that's a clap back at Jay. But maybe it got past y'all. Check
Here we
that out.
go.
I'll send it
Yep,
in the
Jay
group.
dropped 2. That's why he won. I don't know if volume means you win, but I
Check.
guess if you look at it from the standpoint of Nas had no comeback after the second disc, then okay. I see.
Whenever you'll get a second, check that out. Check that out.
I'm gonna rock my Italian camo Kobe Small.
Hey yo, that's the pair. Hey yo, Keith, is that a sample? I'm curious.
And plus, I'm a Nas fan, QB all day, but Jay never fell off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about longevity, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Jay
But
never
we
fell
are
off.
specifically talking about that Ether versus
I like Hov.
what was the song Hov dropped anyway?
I like
what was
Hov.
that song? What was his what was the Nas diss song?
The Takeover, right?
Takeover. There we go.
Takeover.
Takeover.
You're so lame.
Yes.
Yes. Takeover. Yeah. Yes, it is D. All right, so he got a sample pair. Big Keith.
Okay.
That's dope.
Nice.
That's dope. Say they're gonna rock him tomorrow. That's what's up.
Oh yeah. What's coming out this weekend, real quick? What's coming? Anything decent? I know those Vivid Soulful 4s are dropping tomorrow.
Yeah. No extension.
What's your thoughts on them, Lewis? I know you said you want. Obviously, they don't have extended sizing. Wifey don't want them, right?
Nah, she don't want them.
She don't want them. Yeah. You said that.
She
in your
don't
video.
want them. I mean, they look like Fire Red 4s, but
like color locking. Yeah,
I think they'll have some slow growth. You know what I mean? They'll have slow growth out there. It's a Jordan 4. It's Fire Red style color blocking.
Yeah.
Those Jackie Robinson Air Max 1s on the 15th.
Oh yeah, that's
15th.
another one. That's tax day.
Yeah.
Tax day.
Yep.
Tax
Mark
day.
the calendars.
Right. Jackie Robinson Day is I want to say the 26th.
It's gonna be some big resale behind these Air Maxes up on.
The Air Max 1, yeah, they look good. They look good. We probably should. We could get into those actually next Friday when we come back, because that will be 3 days then before the drop. So, anything else before we close out though? My man Tyler goes sale 5 next Saturday. Yeah, that's true too. Those are dropping.
Yeah,
did y'all catch the Wear Testers video on them?
No, but I have those on deck to watch though.
Yeah, he wasn't a fan of the material they put on there, but to me they look like the UNC 5 material, which but I don't know. I don't know. What we got here?
Kobe 8 Venice Beach.
Kobe 8 Venice
Jay,
Beaches.
Jay was talking about those.
I'm with you on that. Yep.
Now they dropped wait, is that all the 15th?
Let's see. No, it is not. They are
Hold
not.
on. There's 3 different Kobe's dropping on the same day.
Same day.
Same day.
It's not loaded up on sneakers.
Let me see here. Let's go to
the Book One Havens. Any of y'all looking into those?
No.
Them things are trizash.
Ain't nobody interested in those the aluminum foil ones, right?
Okay, though.
What about the aluminum foil ones?
10-man joints.
The 10-man.
So they ate those up. So these are the books. So real quick, these are the book one, the hikes. These are the ones with the snakeskin to them.
Snakeskin.
Okay. Yeah, these are the snakeskin ones. They're not bad in my opinion, but I just can't stand that loop on the back. I can't stand it.
Average shit.
These are the 10-mans.
Yep.
I see that. These things, I don't even know why they brought those out.
Did anyone put in the Air Max 95, the Atlantis?
Oh yeah, the ATLs, yeah.
Oh, they dropped today, didn't they?
Those are still sitting in full
I
size
think they
range.
did. They dropped today.
Yep.
Yeah.
No way. It's
Yep.
got a little story behind them too, with like the Phoenix and the colors
Yep.
and all that. You
Yep.
got the Crazy 98s dropping on April 13th.
Mm-hmm.
The Sail 5s is coming out April 13th.
It's a clean silhouette. It's a clean one.
The tongue on these is different. The tongue on these is a lot different. But these
Did they shave
210.
down? Did they shave down that side or
did.
no? Is that
They
did?
They didn't shave down the side, but the tongue is thinner.
The tongue? Okay.
They changed up the tongue a little bit. Italian cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 13th. Here we go. They're dropping on
The
the
13th.
13th. Yeah, I talked about this in my video when I was reviewing
Yeah.
the April drops. So
Yeah.
we got the Italian camos, the Phillies, and we got the Venice Beaches. All
Let's
on
go.
the 13th. Now, mind
The
you,
13th, yeah.
now look, each one of these $190.
Mm.
Mhm.
And they're gonna sit
$190.
up here too. I'm
It's
loving
gonna
it.
be, what is it? 5. If you're able to hit all three, no tax, that's $570.
Woo, sheesh. Tax day right around the corner.
$570.
Yep.
Out the door.
Plus you got the Sail 5s dropping. That's $210. Like, listen, if you can't hit on any of the Nike Kobe's, take your behind on over to Confirmed app, and here you go. Crazy 98s.
Constellation.
Those are Kobe's. Those are Kobe's.
Oh Lord.
They can't
Yeah,
call
you're
them
right.
Kobe's
You're right, though.
anymore.
You're right. You're right.
Can't call them Kobe's
You're right.
anymore. Uh-oh. We might have a
Sail
little
5s are
battle here.
trash.
Sail 5s are
Sail
trash.
5s are trash.
Ooh.
He did
Those is fighting words for some.
it.
For some. What else
Yo,
we got here?
those
Go ahead.
those book ones. Those book ones. I zoomed in on the picture there. What material? Do you guys know what? Keith said he got them actually.
The black
Big Keith
ones
said he got 'em.
or the which ones? The black ones or the snake
The Haven.
skins?
Yeah. No, the book ones, the black ones, the Haven.
These are the Havens.
Big Keith said that. Yeah. So that
It's
material.
a nubuck.
No, like right on top there, like the eyelets. It's like a hairy. I'm zooming
Oh.
in on it, but it's some sort of hairy material there. Hey
Okay.
Keith, he said he got them. He said I love the Havens. I bought them yesterday. Yo, Keith, tell me what material is that right around the eyelets there and the little ankle collar. I'm just curious.
Yeah, let us know what the material is.
He
on
said
there.
fur. It's fur. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to zoom in on
Well,
that to
it
see
makes
that there.
sense because these are designed after his dog, the King Corso.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
That's the
we
story.
discussed that on a video on one of our
That's the story.
lives. We discussed
I
that on
must
one
have
of our
forgot.
lives.
Yeah.
All good.
The aluminum
Oh, boy.
foils.
Them
The
shits is
trash fives. Yo, the camos is the ones that I want. I'll take those right there. I'll take the camo.
Yeah, Italian camos I think are the best. Here we go. Jackie Robs,
I'll
April
take
those.
15th.
I'll take those. Yep.
Yes.
Retail $150.
Yeah.
I like the way they did these. I'm not gonna lie. These to me are better than the Air Force One Jackie Robinsons that dropped.
Does anyone have the Dunks or the Air Force Ones?
I think these are
Jay
better
had.
than the Dunks too.
Yeah, Jay has the Dunks.
He got the
He
dunks.
doesn't
Yeah.
have the Air Forces.
Mm-hmm.
I think these are better than the Dunks, and I'm not an Air Max 1 fan.
I'm a huge Air Max 1 fan, and the quality on those Dunks, because I've had them in hand, are just unparalleled. I've just never had a Dunk in my hand with that leather quality, that suppleness to it.
I get it, but they were dropping them things at Ross.
With
They
the
were
Jackie
dropping
Robinson,
The
But look at
Jackie
the
Robinson Dunks was at Ross.
but look at the resale on. It doesn't matter if they were at Kmart. Look at the resale.
Ross.
Resale through the roof. I mean, it's almost a $500.
No box.
Yeah.
No box.
Those are definitely going to the collection for sure.
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick, couple comments.
Wait,
here.
are those
We
Big
got-
Bubble real quick?
You know, D, I had the video on them for 2 weeks on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
Really?
I,
Let me see here.
Those got to be Big Bubble.
Lena tapping in, going, I love these. Perfect with jeans.
Hey, she knows her stuff.
There we go. Jackie, I agree. Jackie Robinson better than the Dunks.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. These Air Max ones, I'm telling you, the Air Max ones look better than the Dunks. And I love the way the Dunks look.
But see, wait. We're talking about two different things, though. You're talking about aesthetics. I'm talking about material quality. Two different things.
What are the materials on these?
I can't talk about that because I haven't held them in hand.
Okay. Well, visually.
Well, again, you're going back to aesthetics.
You're right. But when you're talking about quality of leather, is that not aesthetics?
No. Quality of material is not aesthetics because you can't feel aesthetics. You can only see aesthetics. You can't say, oh, she is amazingly beautiful. Let me rub my fingers across her face. Like, those are two different things. No Diddy.
Huh?
But, no Diddy. Yo. I could pull that back in time.
Yo. Yeah.
but I cannot wait to get this Air Max 1 in hand. No, trust me.
What we got? I agree with the Jackie Robinson better than I said that already. What we got here? Lena goes, I need these in my life. And then she's laughing at your comment, bro. He said, no Diddy.
Oh, down bad.
No Diddy. Oh my goodness. Listen, I can't wait for the 50 Cent documentary to come out.
I can't wait. That's gonna be brutal.
I can't wait. Now listen, I don't know if you guys catch the live, but no, we didn't even Jay didn't say it on live, but he said he's not a fan of 50 Cent. He said he's not a fan of 50.
50's gonna have to go into witness protection after this documentary comes out. That's all I'm gonna say.
Listen, 50's whole career been built on just spilling the beans on a bunch of stuff that's been going on out here.
Did you hear about the young lady that was shot in the face back in 99? The one where Shine took the fall for that? She's coming out now saying they can take the rest of the metal out of my face and do a bullet.
Hold on. So let's back up though. Tell the truth on that, because she's been saying it ever since it initially went down.
Yes.
She's been saying it.
Right.
She's been saying that.
Yep.
Right.
1999.
She's been saying that. And then, mind you, your man Puff was so stupid to tell somebody, like, "Oh, you think I don't bust mine?" He goes, "Ask him who shot up the place back then." And that's why they're bringing J-Lo back into the fold, because Cassie said that she used to sneak the firearms in for him,
along with Jennifer Lopez.
Right. And then they say, right. So that's why all this stuff is surfacing right now. And then they just came out today where apparently his son is being charged with we'll just call it ST.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe that's the Fed's way of getting deeper hooks into Diddy. No Diddy.
Look, now I'm gonna channel my inner Mr. Think I'm Possible right here, and I'm gonna go.
Let's hear it.
Okay. I think Diddy is a cog in the wheel.
Oh yeah, of course.
He's a cog in a much bigger wheel that's been going on, because
of course,
from something I saw, that what he's been doing to people actually happened to him.
Well, yeah, from Clive Davis and Theo and Epstein.
Because they said Clive Davis was the first LGBTQ music mogul.
Quincy Jones.
Yep.
He's another one.
We'll go back to Sammy Davis Jr. This thing goes further back than people realize.
You're right.
Oh,
You're right.
see, that's a
The
whole
Rat
other
Pack.
conversation.
Yeah,
Prince
yeah.
Plus and the Rat Pack. They're the ones that were credited unofficially, of course, allegedly, of kicking off this whole thing. Simple as that. This is back during the 20s and 30s.
Yep.
Well, that's interesting information right there. I'll tell you that. Wow.
Goes
Wow.
deep. Down the rabbit hole.
Pause.
The rabbit.
No Diddy.
He said it goes deep. Diddy's like,
Oh shit. Take that.
Oh man. Oh man.
And on that note,
Purple Haze, what you got, bro?
man, look, I want to thank everybody for tapping in with us tonight, man, entertaining our tomfoolery, but getting educated on sneakers at the same time. Hey, man, thank you all, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Your favorite YouTubers up here. And then, of course, I'll do the same to everybody who has theirs in the chat. Thank you for rocking out with us on another beautiful Friday night, Friday number 7, right? Looking
It's
forward
number
to
7, bro.
8, 9, and then that milestone of 10. Let's go.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, that is so dope, man. As usual, thanks for tapping in. It don't matter if you rocked with us the whole time or if you came in late. You spent some time with us. We appreciate you. We love you for that. Enjoy your weekend.
Hey, real quick though, when you dropping the trophy room video?
Yes.
You said you went and got them out the car, didn't you?
Yeah, I went and got them out the car. Man, they came in on Monday, and I've been so busy. I have not taken them out of the box yet.
Ooh.
So it's a box inside of a box, right? So peep this, because I need to capture this before I break it open.
Yeah, the teaser. You saw it here first, folks.
The teaser.
So yeah, I haven't even taken the paper out and pulled the shoe out yet. So, yep.
You said that's all y'all gonna get right now.
Size 12.
Just like he did with the airships.
Yo, I forgot that. Hey, we got to put that in a highlight reel. Swear to God.
Oh man.
Yep. So yeah, that's
I gotta get that Opus clip thing. But
yep.
Yeah,
Coming soon, no doubt. That's soon.
Listen, once again, week 7. Once again, guys, this is dope, man. I'm telling you right now. I have people literally reach out to me and go, like, you guys going live? You going live on Friday, right? Like,
that's dope.
That's love.
What we're doing, man, I'm telling you now, sky's the limit, bro. This is just, I love it. I'm almost at a loss for words, but yes, like, comment, share, subscribe. Be aware we will be back next week, next Friday, once again, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. What's up?
Just one more. Shout out to Tyler once again.
Oh yeah, with the $20 donut.
Yes,
Yo, he
yes.
looked all the way out. That's love.
Yeah.
That's
love.
a hundo. That is a hundo.
Major.
Your first
major
one,
love.
fam. Congrats
Team.
on that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
dope.
sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead and close this out.
Nah, it's all good, man.
I had to hit Tyler one more time.
Listen, we appreciate each and every one of you that has been rocking with us each and every week. These conversations get better and better. You know, the topics we're able to touch on to keep you guys engaged. Let me tell you, we love talking about this stuff as much as you guys love engaging with us about these things that are going on out here. But in any case, this is Lewis. Other Way Your Kicks, Sean, reminding you to be true, stay in the moment, and don't forget, every day's a great day to wear your kicks. And we out.
Peace.